still doing it.
Watcha. So cash. Oh, I love it.
I can't help but wonder.
Hi.
Hello.
What's in a Wonder Ball?
And after all, what's in a wonder ball?
I don't actually know if we hit it, or if everyone's just on an extreme delay.
But Jews knows what's up. That's me. That emote is made based on... actually, Kate probably.
No.
Me?
No, I'm 07.
Thanks for the host, Trade Dog.
Perfect. It's true, eh?
Childhood.
Oh.
I don't know. Liz? Is that where you're from?
Yes.
Yes, and
You got me.
she's the last one.
I am the last of the Themyscirans.
Shit.
It's like The Last Jedi, now it's The Last of the Themyscirans.
The last Airbender.
Yeah.
Last of
Shit,
the
that's my-
Mohicans.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The last unicorn.
Oh,
Sorry. Scott is also the last unicorn.
not great.
I wish I was.
Yay!
You wish you were the last unicorn?
No. That sounds like a terrible... Like, you would for sure be in a zoo.
But you get a lot of
It'd be
action
awful.
from the ladies.
That's not... I don't think that... Biologically, I don't think that's...
I mean, the type of unicorn we were discussing earlier.
Last of the Time Lords? That's a good point.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
What are we getting up to today?
Whoa!
No
It's
trouble
fun
at
getting
all.
into trouble. Yes. So we were on a real 90s game kick earlier today.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like we're
Mid to
playing
late
Jenga
90s.
today.
Jenga.
Take a block from the bottom and you put it on the top. You take a block
From
from the middle and
and
you put it on
on top.
Wibble and wobble.
I forget that you guys can also see John. How's he doing over there? Oh boy. Not great, eh?
Just weeping into my mic
Oh boy.
because I can.
While your mic gently weeps.
The mic doesn't weep. The mic captures the weeping.
While
Nice.
my jam gently weeps.
Gently weeps.
Not even 5 minutes in. Well, I already know what's going to happen, and it involves
What?
blood moving from one container to another container. So
What?
Hey, you know,
No,
there are all
hang on.
kinds of smoothies out there, but have you heard of the
Jesus.
Braum smoothie?
The Braum smoothie.
Oh, I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah. Why? Hang on. Why
Is it good
that?
news because you get time off work?
That would be good. Oh wait, that's not good at all.
So, like, you don't have to go into work tomorrow?
It's all my head. Whoa. Yeah, I want to go back to what John said. Can we do that for a quick second?
But
What
moving from one container to
do
another?
you mean? Yeah.
Dr. Silly's going to come in and go,
Ah!
There, it was in one container, which is you. Now it's in
Does
another.
Braum have blue blood?
no.
Only one way to find out.
apparently just, like, splurshing it into, like,
Yeah.
It hurts.
You could have green blood,
a bowl.
Just because?
Is it like a...
like a Vulcan.
Oh.
I was thinking
I
it was
could.
a flaw or whatever
Yeah.
those are called.
We know all about
Are they called
Braum's
puzzles game?
bleeding
Yes.
habits. We know what happens when he's shot. We know what happens when he's stabbed. We know what happens when he falls from a great height. We know what happens when he breaks his arm. We know what happens when... What else have you done?
Keep going, I guess. Really.
I don't know whether
Hello,
we've seen him
everyone.
get hit by an
Cheers,
explosion
We know
yet.
what the color of someone else's blood looks like when it splatters back onto him.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Wow. Man, what a crazy life he's led. It's pretty full, I would say. Like a full, rich life that doesn't need much more.
Okay,
to
guys,
it.
we got to wait, though, because Methodiel really wants us to get on the point. So
Well.
clearly our
God, fuck.
clearly our banter is just not...
Well, we're grouped up, but like at the choke. Do you know what I mean? We have to get to the point.
I
I
think
guess is what I'm saying.
he's the point.
Cheers, love.
Like cavalry is here.
She's so cute. How is everybody else out
How
there?
many more conversations
Sorry,
will I
Erica.
have to endure about people being like, Tracer's not really British. No one has that accent.
So, right? Anyway, I
Isn't-
have to admit, I was one of those people. Originally, I was like,
The
wow, that's a
actress,
really
the voice
strong...
actor?
The voice actor
Yeah.
is for sure British.
I mean,
but
she
like,
may or may not be cranking it up a notch.
Aragorn just cheered with 1,000
Whoa!
dirgs.
That's so many doggies.
So many Frankensteins.
And Carmi Kitten says, whenever I hear you talk about Scott's character, it makes me think of the fast food chain in Oklahoma.
Is there a place called Braum?
Because it's
Please tell
just
me
like
there's a Braum.
Braum. Fast, cheap, and
Delicious?
No, slow, dull, and
well, we don't know this place. Full disclosure.
your character.
Oh, okay.
The puppening.
Braum's not slow. He has dexterity 3, 4. Yeah,
I
Braum's
meant-
pretty quick.
He could knit a mean vest.
He has wits 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3.
What?
3.
I know, right?
He's just long conning us all.
But when your first action was to make tea in
My
the apartment.
First action?
oh yeah, ice cream place with amazing burgers.
That
Yup.
sounds amazing.
Whoa.
Great question, Eric Gwen. Also, Eric Gwen, thank you so much for the bits. I think we
Yeah.
said thank you, but thank you so much. That's wonderful.
I
look forward
Braums
to
here in my
updating
town.
the Beyond Marathon stripe to make that into 1344.
Ooh.
Getting there.
Damn.
We
Speaking
are
of
getting there.
Marathon Beyond,
Yeah.
what's the next tier? I don't have it on my screen, so I don't know. But
The
remind
next
me.
tier is the podcast tier.
Yeah.
The podcast tier for all of us. But there's something more important. If you're out there, those of you who are in your homes, perhaps you are commuting and looking at this on a phone, preferably not while you're driving. Perhaps you're listening to this in a podcast a long way away, in which case this does no longer apply to you.
Sorry.
But we need your suggestions to get thrown in there. Donators will have their a form sent to them shortly that will contain the information that they'll need to vote on. And in the meantime, we need all of you to contribute suggestions for things like the repository of secrets and the what if scenarios to assist in the marathon. And if you don't, it means that we're going to have to make that decision for you, which would be sad. We also need a lot of these decisions because what if somebody suggests a what if scenario and I have to veto it because it might actually happen? Well, then we'll have nothing.
Right.
And you'll have raised money for a tier that you've wasted.
Wasted.
So yeah,
like a big
I
bag of
tweeted about it.
cheeseburgers.
Our Twitter channel retweeted it, and on our website, on the forums, there's a sticky post. Please give us your suggestions. Those are going to close down in probably the next 24 hours, folks. So please, even right now, go and
Well, because we need to
write
be
up
able
a
to
little
get
response.
the forms.
Of course.
Because specifically for the repository of secrets, the what if will come probably a few weeks afterwards. But the repository of secrets happens during the marathon, so we need time for our donors to vote and for us to get ready. John needs to sort of think about, what is going on with Ray in 3 years
I don't have to
after
think
our
about
last?
that. That
would be
No,
really
not
good.
Ray.
That one.
Sorry, with Exquisite Tide 3 years after.
I don't
we
have to
last
think
saw
about
her.
that. It's just she's thinking of Ray constantly.
It's okay because we're actually sisters now, so it's all right.
I know you and John you adopted each other as sisters. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
This is a weird session tonight. Is it just me? It's a little strange.
So we've
far.
got to
I
get that
like
in.
it.
I will remind you once more at the end of this session and
Yeah,
possibly even during the break just to catch all of you, but that is important to get in because otherwise you're out of luck.
Yeah.
I may also sound weird today because I totally took a massive crater out of my tongue before starting this. So, yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
I remember you said that, but
Crater, I
Are you
hardly
okay?
know her.
That.
I will.
Hey.
I will go away
Into the crate that
way.
I'm building around you.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, thank you.
cask of Amontillado-ing her. Anyone? Little Poe action?
At any rate,
Good, eh?
despite the fact that she has the flu and despite the fact that he was up until past 2 a.m., we are welcoming She Who Knows 10,000 Things and echoes through song. Erwin and Cabendaff, your moderators, are here, ready,
Turned the wrong way.
willing, able. Well, maybe not willing, maybe not ready, but we'll make
Definitely
assumptions
able.
for them on their behalf.
They're very able.
And because we have these people here, it means that we get to enjoy another lovely recap. So
Yay!
let's let's tune in and see what's the what.
Last time on Changeling. The Sparkies gather around the balefire at 1 a.m. while Sophia recounts Ramsay's dream. Sophia discovered Ramsay is yearning for someone she's never met. They wonder if this is related to the mysterious woman in Braum's dream, and if she will interfere with Lauren meeting Kay. Lauren makes a mess of breakfast as Claude returns. They GTFO and sun around Montreal for the day. Sophia gets Braum ready for dream time, bringing Lauren, Patches and Ramsay. We open on Braum, standing by a majestic waterfall in Alaska. Kay strolls down a path towards them. Sophia sees two older figures standing behind her. Lauren doesn't know how to live Kay's life, doesn't know how to be a knight. Kay assures Lauren that she knew she was the right choice when she was born. She's sorry for passing on too strong a bond with Braum, what she felt as she died. Lauren thanks Braum and heads back to the waterfall. Braum catches Kay up on his recent regicide and how someone in his dreams showed him how steeped in banality he's become. Patches spies said mystery woman watching from behind the waterfall. Kay asks Sophia to bring them the edge of the universe as she grabs Braum's hand and jumps off. As they fall, Braum's dream shifts into a strange world. He feels a dark presence as a star crashes to the ground and everyone wakes up. Lauren pieces out into the dawn, not ready for what they're facing. Zister barges in, packed and ready to go to Quebec in his nuclear-powered Winnebago. Patches is reluctant but begrudgingly agrees to let Zister drive. When they arrive, Patches heads into Sybil's alone to meet the tailor. He's suspicious of Duchess Eloise's behaviour, slides Patches a note, and asks her to extract a friend. Outside, Sophia bumps into Alnek, who's been run ragged and is waiting to be extracted. Braum casually checks out the sewers where the vampires were hiding. By himself. Without telling anyone. In a place with no cell service. The restaurant is still set up, but there's a man wearing glasses and a lab coat, which is never a good sign. He politely welcomes Braum, introducing himself as Seville, a vampire. He mentions Sophia having now killed two of his kind, and while she is important in a sort of fate of the world way, he cannot stand in her presence. Whose fingerprints are on the scroll? Can Sophia save Alnek's, skin? And forget Lauren, will Braum be the death of Braum? Find out on Changeling. Now. 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 Now.
I was reassured that I could just cut this off whenever I want, but what if I don't want to?
How long's the track?
55 minutes later.
We've got another 30 seconds.
Oh, we're just gonna party.
We like to party. We like to party. You like to party. I'm gonna move your body.
Well, inevitably, however, the party has to end, and we do have to ask, look, Aragorn has the flu, and she needs some cheering up, and the only thing that cheers Aragorn up ever
Sweet Jesus.
is whether or not people have spent experience.
I did spend.
Wait, what?
Yes, I spent.
Wait, guys.
Experience.
It's fine. Kate's got it.
saving
Kate's
up.
got it.
She's saving up. Soon she'll spend her experience.
I may or may not die as a result of responses.
She needs one.
So,
She needs just one experience, but I spent mine. I spent mine.
This is Kate's going off,
Yes,
guys. I love this.
spent my
Woo.
experience.
No, I did not.
How
Scott?
about
No.
Did you spend any
No.
experience?
I'm holding off,
Oh,
man.
that's really too bad.
Does with
Liz, did you
experience.
spend any experience?
I need one more XP to buy Oneiromancy 4. One more.
You know, if you promised to play the game this session, you could have spent 2 XP, and then you would get 3 at the end of this, and you'd still have what you needed, but you didn't.
What?
I don't even know what that was, but I
She
guess I
needs
didn't do it.
She
Yeah,
needs
no.
one more for
Right.
Neuromancy
Okay.
4,
Yeah.
so she could have spent 2 experience today, And if she guarantees to win play of the game this session, she'd
Right.
get 3, therefore getting the 1 more that she needed at the end.
There you go.
But she didn't. It has to be Kate to save.
Yay.
What'd you buy, Kate?
Chicanery 3.
Nice.
See, that's awesome. Can I ask what that cantrip is?
It's
I'm just
dream
curious.
logic. So
That
you
sounds
basically
awesome.
you say things like I do have to reread it, but I believe it's something to the extent of you say things and they sort of believe you the way that things in dreams make total sense. I only copied out the technical part of it. I don't have the flavor.
I'm sorry.
I don't have the flavor.
You impose a confused, suggestible state of mind onto the targets.
And then suggest
And you
things to them.
become sensitive to the caster's suggestion, going along with actions and ideas that would normally make little sense or that the target would rebuke.
Whoa. Ooh. Rocky.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rocky.
Hope I had a rad birthday yesterday. I don't know if I'd describe my birthday as rad, but it was definitely
No,
good.
there
now
was no
rad.
nuclear radiation going on. You did not rack up any rads.
Yet.
No rads.
No, I don't think you had a single banana.
Our banana's rad.
They're radioactive.
Did I eat anything containing
Radioactive,
potassium?
Radioactive. Yay.
Thank you, Carmageddon.
Fucking Easter.
Easterners.
Sorry. That's us.
No, you're not wrong.
Thank you for spending experience, Kate. I promise I will never die. I promise to
What?
spend experience next session.
Don't make promises.
I actually
you
should
can't
not
keep.
make that promise, I suppose, eh? John, have I ever made a promise in our game that I should not have and then failed to keep?
I wonder.
How have you failed us? Let me count the ways.
Hey!
You failed us in the very best and very worst of ways.
God damn it!
I will keep the Council of 9 safe.
You know what? I tried. I mean, I tried
I'll
to...
take care of you,
Whoa,
Zol.
whoa, not cool, man.
Okay, I
Burn
promise to
level
be faithful to you.
9,000.
Claire, I will be faithful to you. Kyoko,
I wrote my
I
own
will be
damn
faithful
vows
to
for
you.
that wedding. Thank you very much. Claire, do you want to shack up? Maybe we can have
Oh yeah,
some
no,
kids.
the betting is coming.
Yeah, exactly. She only needs to die twice, and she was fine.
Yeah.
Oof, sorry,
you know,
guys.
third time's the charm. Maybe she'll stay dead this time.
Oof. Oh. Jesus. Sorry.
I'm going to actually make this poll, and I need the players to not know what it is.
Okay. So
So-
are we avoiding?
We will ignore chat for a little bit. Y'all need to.
You'll
So
just need to fill
I'm
the
going
chat
to
with other
no.
stuff.
You,
Hey, you
you don't
can-
have to look down.
You're
Oh.
gonna.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say it, so I'm actually going to ask you to just block your ears.
It's better if you type it though.
You want me to type it?
Yeah.
'Cause they're
Okay.
gonna
And then we
have
just want to
to-
look at the chat for a
yeah.
bit.
All right.
I
So
can't see.
I'm going to throw this up there.
I'm blind anyway.
I'm going to let
just
people
took off
guess
my
because you will
glasses,
get to
like,
bet some of your precious motes. Ooh, that's
So precious.
not an appropriate thing to put in there.
Oh.
Well, I can't put your character names for 2 of you and your real name for.
Who do you like the
Another.
best?
All right, so let's
Sophia,
not look at the
Patches, or
chat for a
Scott?
second.
Oh no.
So there you go. There is your question. Who will blank? You vote by typing either vote 0, vote 1, or vote 2. I'll let you know when it's safe to look away from the chat because
Thanks,
I'm
Neale.
actually just gonna.
I blank the candles on the wall. I blank spiders on the wall.
Cow jumping over the moon.
And sometimes
remember-
when I'm alone, I blank
myself.
Oh, nice.
0, 1, or 2.
slowly getting fast.
I am actually
Once
kind
I
of surprised
started.
at some of the votes that are coming in right now, but that's okay.
It's really
so
hard
excited.
to stop. Hey, harder, harder. It is so,
So,
exciting.
who will
Nice.
blank first? You can
I could blank
vote
all
that
day.
way. I love that song. People
That
are
song?
people are throwing motes up, and I think that's going to be enough.
A lot of moats?
So
All the motes.
yeah, I think you can look at there now.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks good.
All right.
All right.
Boop, boop.
So that will only
Thank you,
take
everyone.
place once the game has begun. I will also make sure that the drink counter is up. So if you have selected a drink counter, there you go. But do you have any other questions? Anything ready before we begin? Yeah, remember that when you vote, you have to also say the number of motes that you're risking afterwards, right? So it's actually vote and then 0, 1, 2, and then also the bet. No questions? All right.
I'm updating my inventory with important contents. Like a piece of parchment and a seal that would be perfect. That are the identical thing of what belongs to Eloise. Which means we can
Use it?
Yeah.
Ah.
I was basically allowed to play what I wanted to if it was a board game. But there was one that I was only allowed to in very limited circumstances, notably because of the noise that it made, the mess that it could create, and also the damage it could potentially cause. But the game of Jenga actually has a very interesting background to it. The fact that it was invented by somebody who had never invented a game before. That when she invented it, she structured the rules in such a way that she knows how to take advantage of them whenever she plays them with other people. Turns out that you're not allowed to use 2 hands, but she is completely allowed to use her elbow to help. But Jenga is exciting because of the way that it tempts you. And it tempts you to make risky moves, because then it makes things better for you later on. But then eventually you have no choice but to make risky moves. And eventually, always eventually, it stops. Oh yeah, bet. Let's not vote. I'm so bad. So, that's my question for all of you today is, have you now taken too many risks and therefore you just have to keep going until inevitably the tower falls? Or do you just believe that you can go on forever? We're going to start with Patches and Sophia.
Dear God. It's terrifying.
Yes.
I am dragging Allneck into the freehold Sybil's tenderness because he has been de-enchanted. I forget what the actual word for it is. But
He's falling to the forgetting.
He's falling to the forgetting. And I'm trying to get him into a freehold, into a place of glamour, where I can maybe do some emergency saving of him. So I'm dragging him in. Have we met each other yet?
No, I don't
No.
know who you are.
Like ever? It's like 40 odd sessions, guys. I don't know what to say.
I'm just not sure whether or not I'm going to get up and help. How many other people are in Sybil's? Like, because my understanding is that it's relatively
very
open to
quiet.
the public, but quiet.
It generally doesn't see anybody but at least enchanted mortals.
Okay.
No, you did not bet any money.
No,
You bet an imaginary amount of currency that you accumulate just by being around in this chat.
Yeah. Viewership points.
It has no monetary value, and you can't even trade these points in for anything.
Yet.
Except bragging rights today.
Yeah, basically.
Then at that point, I will get up and help her. I see that I'll help you.
We have to get him to the balefire.
Okay.
Do you know where it is?
I'm gonna be like helping you further in, but I'm gonna try to spot Taylor or other staff.
I mean, there's a fireplace.
Start by sitting him next to the fireplace, and we'll figure out
I think he had a blanket on. I just want to like wrap it more tightly around him. If there's
his
a blanket
clothing
on the...
is rags.
Is there a blanket on the couch that we've seated him in?
It's a pretty cozy place.
No.
All right.
So mean.
No, although the thing is that when you're inside Sybil's, it feels like it's a crisp autumn evening. So it's nice to sit by the fire, but you don't have to. So in fact, in here, it doesn't feel very warm. Unless you're close to the fire, in which case it's toasty.
Okay. We should get him something to eat.
Yeah.
Some soup, some of the bread.
Yep. I don't live here. I don't know where they keep things.
Could you ask?
Could you ask? I mean, I'm assuming I'm waiting for sight of Taylor.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
kind of bustling around in the kitchen. You can see her move back and forth.
I'm going to go up to the counter then.
Till eventually she comes out. And
Our friend here, and do you want anything?
No.
If
Wine.
we could get
Wine.
some wine, apparently, but our friend seems quite hungry. If we could have some bread and soup.
she clucks as she sees the sight of the Ishu, who is just not in a good way, and then heads back into the kitchen.
I want to go to him and sit next to him and take his hands. Do you know who you are?
Yeah, I do.
What's your name?
It's very long and very complicated, and
Tell
most
it to
people
me.
just call me Alnak.
Okay. Okay, where are you right now? Do you know where you are?
I'm in a tavern.
Do you know the city?
I'm not. It's Quebec.
Hey.
I'm gonna have to go back, aren't I?
No. You're not going anywhere. You're coming with us.
I have a job.
We-
That I should do.
Have rooms and beds and food aplenty where we are. You don't need to work at that job any longer.
Yeah, you're going to come with us to a place where you can rest and you can travel as much as you like to wherever you'd like to go. And you can tell us stories.
You see a troll sitting off in one of the corner, just pulls the newspaper up and just very intently staring at the headlines while you're going over this.
Grab whatever's left of the drink that I had before they came in the door. Head on over. Cheers.
Whatever.
Can I buy you a drink?
You can stop telling the Ishu that he gets to do Ishu things if he gets to hang out with you.
Do you get to do troll things if you hang out here?
I get to do troll things because I'm a troll. I don't have to be told what I do or don't do.
Well, maybe if you were having a bad day, it would be nice to hear someone say that you could do the things you want to do.
Just making assumptions.
Well, it seems like you're making a lot. And you know what they say about that.
You're the one who came over here, lady.
You seem to have something to say.
You're greeted by the faces of Garfield and Blondie or whatever the fuck the newspapers up in Quebec City. I don't know.
Free drink's a free drink.
It's not saying anything.
Your loss.
Is there a problem?
The quote. Um,
All neck? On your travels, have you ever seen anything like this? And I bring Mab out to show him.
Yeah, there's a slug in an elevator.
I think I've met him. Unless there's more than one slug in an elevator.
Mab is just like, why are you...
Mab, go on. Go say hi to him.
Go say hi. Sorry.
Just, like, listlessly just crawls onto wherever you're placing your hand.
Near him.
Like on his shoulder?
Yeah. I don't know, along his arm or something. Just chilling.
Whatever, just... And because Mab is a lizard, Mab is a champion at eye rolling.
She's such a little diva.
Oh my god, this is more sass than I've ever seen from this creature.
I don't want to keep going on trips. My feet are tired. Oh. And then he looks up, and then for a brief moment, his eyes flicker, and then they widen, and he shrinks back a bit in his seat.
What's wrong?
And he moves to... He bends over at the waist, genuflecting, and Mab just sort of starts dangling, and then while Mab is dangling from the shoulder, just turns her head and looks back at Sophia, just like, ugh.
Okay, come on back. Allneck, what's wrong?
I forgot who you were.
you don't see me bowing down to her.
Oh.
There are times where I am glad that I can see what others do not, even if it is nobility and grace.
Thank you. That's very kind. Allneck. Are you feeling any warmer?
Yes. I'm just tired.
Of course. Well, we'll get you a place where you can rest until we're ready to go.
I would almost swear she's been sending me places, hoping I don't return.
Seems that way. I've got to meet someone before we leave town, but after that appointment, we can go.
I'll stay with him. We'll find you a place upstairs where you can rest, Allneck.
I can't stay here for much longer.
You won't.
You guys could stay in the van. I mean, that way the second I'm done, we can go.
You have a van? And Mab is just...
That's really cute.
Yeah. We'll also have to figure out where Braum went off to.
Oh. He didn't tell you?
Do 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 do.
Beep boop beep beep boop beep boop.
Hey, there's no answer.
Oh, that's weird.
Immediately, it hits his voicemail, which sounds like...
Hello, you've reached Braum.
Braum.
Long pause. Please leave a message.
Or does he have one of those jokey voicemails? Hello.
Actually, he might have re-recorded it as a
You've reached
Wilder.
Braum.
That'd be funny.
I'm going to text him. Be like, where did you go? We're getting ready to leave soon.
Phone notice.
Once Allneck's eaten, we'll meet you at the vehicle.
I'm headed to intersection.
intersection.
I do believe it was Quebec City Road and Quebec City Road.
Nice.
I do believe that was the exact.
But you've already picked up the person who you were going to pick up.
I don't know that. I was given an intersection. That's why I'm saying it out loud.
Why are you going to an intersection, Patches?
You know, he told you that. Anyway, whatever.
No, why are you going to an intersection, Patches?
I'm picking someone up and getting them out of the city.
He mentioned that he was waiting to be taken out of the city.
At street and street.
Yes.
Well, then we can leave whatever the fuck we want.
Fantastic!
Well,
My God. Smoothest scene ever.
that's it.
What?
Oh,
The winner is chosen.
What?
what was the...
Which character was going to swear first?
Yay!
Ah, yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
I mean...
It's a pretty solid bet, I would say.
Yeah.
Sophia and Patches had the same number.
Really?
Braum only had one vote.
I buy that. But I love you, whoever you are.
If Crosshair were here, you would have voted for Braum.
For sure.
Players is another question.
Well,
entirely.
obviously.
Yeah. Fuck. All the time.
I win.
Either way, you're here. And I'm afraid I can't let you leave. Not until we've had our conversation. Not until I feel assured.
Talk. I'm an excellent listener.
You still have the option of sitting down. It would be much more civil.
As I move to sit down, I'm trying to get a bead on this guy. He said he was wearing... Sorry. Fuck. Excuse me. He's wearing a lab coat, you say. Is it kind of... Can I try to get a bead on whether he might be concealing anything, John? A gun?
Yeah, you can roll me a perception alertness check with your specialty.
Yes.
In
Yes.
what?
Hidden weapons, I think it is.
Weapons, go ahead.
I sure hope I get... Uh-oh. No, I get... Okay, there's 3 successes here.
He does not seem to be carrying any weaponry, but he does have several oblong tube-shaped objects in his breast pocket.
Okay. So yeah, I'll move to sit down.
220 means that you voted for Braum, Trey. It's 0,
0,
1,
1,
and 2.
2. Unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
a little confusing.
Sorry.
So,
Who is this Quill of the Sun?
I've already spoken to you. Is your companion, Sophia,
Why do you call her that?
because it's her title.
I'm not sure where you received this information.
Few people do. But I have certain advantages. Advantages I'm not entirely willing to let go to waste. Your trouble is that you see all. Worlds superimposed over worlds, but it is all clear. The glass is there, and it is relatively clean.
You're speaking in riddles, and I frankly don't have time for them.
I get this a lot.
Is it Seville?
Yes.
No title?
I was considered a doctor at one point. You may call me Dr. Seville, if you would prefer.
Just want to make sure I'm according you all the respect that you deserve.
Respect is earned. Civility is expected.
I agree.
You're not saying that it wouldn't be possible for me to meet the Quill of the Sun.
I remember you inferred that you were not able to, or would have trouble,
Oh,
perhaps.
yes, I certainly can't approach her. But if you would pass a message... Tell her that she's made some very interesting allies.
That sounds like a threat, but it's not specific enough.
No, the threat is already there. Ventru want her dead. It's... well, dead or worse, I suppose. She could even end up like us.
That wouldn't happen.
No. Why not?
You're sitting here across from me and telling me dead to my face. That was a Freudian slip. You're telling me straight to my face that you're not sure why someone who has killed 2 of yours would not be approachable.
Oh, do you think we all get along? Don't be silly. It isn't as if I have any love for the Ventru myself. Ostensibly allies, but they're very picky about who they choose to share their great wealth with. And they certainly don't do it for one of the lunatics. What on earth?
It's a clan of vampires.
God.
Hold on. Oh, he hung up. Damn.
Damn it.
Smile.
Get him.
You're on candid camera.
We'll hit him back.
Are you messaging him right now?
I'm saying changeling, bruh. Changeling.
Yep, totally forgot you're streaming.
What, dude? Truth.
Certainly not one of the lunatics. So, let me make this perfectly clear. If the Quill of the Sun wishes aid, then I'm willing to provide it. If she's not, that's up to her. But at the same time, she must be very careful where she treads. No matter how delectable her vitae might be, they will find ways to destroy her. If they can't get to her physically, they'll get to her in other ways.
Tell me, if you are not at war with these Ventru, why is it that you are trying to undermine them? Surely you can profit by their success.
I'm reasonably sure that Cloak and Dagger is the only way to get anything done around us. Outright war is so gauche. Not to mention the fact that it makes a lot of noise. Noise I'd rather not make. Noise I'd rather not hear. The echoes of screams throughout the night doesn't really make for good bedtime music, does it?
You haven't convinced me that you would prove an ally to us.
I haven't attacked you.
That is true.
It would be easy for me to simply let you slip away. Go back to your friends and not give you a message at all. But here I am, giving you one. I'm sure that we could stand up and you could show me how strong you are. You might even make a good go at it, but... I took an oath a long time ago to first do no harm. I don't enjoy keeping that oath any longer, but I do. So it's up to you to believe me or not.
I believe that you are... Excuse me. I believe that you're up to something, and I want no part in it. I will take your message back to the one that you call the Quill of the Sun. Although I'm still not certain that it is the same person of which we speak. It is, but we seem to have very different understandings. You have not attacked me, and I am doing my best not to do the same.
I'm quite pleasant, actually. A fascinating dinner guest. As long as it's not too early. Go for the late service. I much prefer it. She's lovely, isn't she?
What?
The Quill of the Sun. I can't look upon her, but I hear that she's quite lovely.
Is there anything on, like, is there a table between us? You suggested I sit down, but what's happening? in terms
No,
of the
there's
table?
there's like a chair
there
and a
is.
chair. He's
Oh,
not
wow.
sitting
We're just like
at
in
the
a
table.
room, hey? We're just like...
Well, no,
chilling
there's
around.
still the restaurant stuff around,
okay.
but he's just sitting down in a chair, like in the center. He's not sitting at a table. So no, there's nothing between the two of you.
Okay. I stand up very deliberately, turn my chair to the side, and break the back off of it and drop it on the ground. This is over. Goodbye.
Her daughter's quite lovely too. Beautiful singing voice.
Now we are speaking of two different people. You are confused. You are also a monster. And there was a time when I would put scum like you down on sight.
Why not now? Is it because you're afraid? A fractured mirror doesn't cut very deep.
You believe I am afraid of you.
I believe that you are much stronger than you appear. I believe that you are a creature of nobility, of quiet wisdom and strength. But I've also been told that quiet wisdom is usually the fool's way of appearing wise by simply remaining silent. So which are you? Do you choose your words delicately, or do you just choose not to speak at all?
Words are one of the warrior's weapons, but there are others.
I don't understand why you have to break a chair just because I say that one of your compatriots is really quite stunning.
You have no right.
No? Why not?
She's not yours.
Does she need to belong to me for me to comment on her countenance? She's a creature of nobility, and she has been for as long as I can remember. A very long time.
There is no way that you know her from any previous experience. This is not the same person of whom we are speaking.
For someone who depends on the dreams of others, you really do enjoy taking things quite literally, don't you? That's all right. Take this as a token of my goodwill. I'm not going to extract a price from you for the chair, for your barging in, or for the help that I'm assisting.
Let me make one thing very clear, and then you can go about serving all of your guests. The only reason that you are not beneath this floor right now is because I have friends who understand the virtue and the necessity of sometimes making deals with creatures like you.
I could have you apologize for that, Mark. Apologize being the command here.
Okay. Do I get to
Yes,
roll
you get to
willpower?
roll
on
your
this?
willpower.
Hooray. It's not current, eh, John? It's my pool is my...
Yeah, it's your
Total, yeah.
entire current
not.
is a later edition of Vampire.
That sounds bad. Oof. Oh, no. Okay, hang on. There's 3 successes here.
Difficulty is
Oh, sorry.
7.
3 successes.
Okay, so no, you can tell that there's this like, maybe I should, nah, or yeah, it's your choice, but you are not compelled to.
Okay. You're antagonizing me. You wouldn't like me when I'm antagonized.
Would it really make you feel better to give me a punch?
No, it wouldn't.
That's why I'm not beneath the ground. You actually have no interest in it, because I'm speaking with you on civil terms.
Set alarm 6:30 on Tuesday. Everyone call Julian.
We'll call him from the spa.
Braum. Witty repartee between two obviously equally matched individuals is entertaining. But I'm serious. I want nothing more than to protect the quill if I can. So, here's what I'm going to offer. They know only that two of them are dead, and they suspect who did it. Now, whether or not she's guilty is immaterial because they don't have proof, only intuition. I can put them off the track, get them to speak and find someone else. Place the blame squarely at the door that doesn't deserve it. But right now, I don't really have all that much incentive. You're speaking of putting me in the ground and breaking my chairs. Do you happen to have a telephone?
It's like a long pause. You haven't made it clear to me why you want to protect this quill.
2 reasons. 1, I absolutely detest the Ventru and don't want to see them succeed. 2, because she has a task that she hasn't completed yet. I wish I knew what the task was, only that it is incredibly important. But I only see so much.
Can I roll my Gwydion boon?
Oh yeah,
on
you
that?
absolutely can.
Particularly, I don't know what this task is the statement. It works on non-Cathane. Yeah,
It works on
I don't
everybody.
have it.
It only
For one.
doesn't work on Ellen and she.
That's it. I remember that. Yeah. Oh, sorry, diff. I should have asked before. 'Cause it
His
depends,
diff?
right?
Like 5.
All right. That's.
A
Oh no, we're
botch?
good. Okay.
Because that would be
there
amazing.
was a long pause. I was like, oh, there's three here.
3 successes?
Yeah.
The following were the sentences that he spoke. I'm paraphrasing because I may not remember
Yeah,
exactly.
no, of course.
I detest the Ventru. She has a task that she has to complete.
Okay.
I don't know what that task is.
Sweet. Pretty good roll. And yet you know this somehow.
I'm a seer.
You are a seer.
It used to be that I could look upon a body and say whether or not it would live. Generally, it wasn't. Medicine wasn't terribly advanced back then. But now I see far more than just the rush of a pulse fluttering away at someone's neck. At any rate, I've given you the information that you need. You can either call her and so that I can tell her directly, or you can do that. That's fine. I do trust you. You are trustworthy, aren't you? Yes, Lemon Eater, it's very good when he decides to use it.
True. I would categorize myself as reliable. Yes.
May one day I prove that I can be counted upon as an ally. I'm struggling, you see. Struggling against something that I know may eventually catch up with me. and I'm doing my best. Perhaps this is just my way of making sure that I don't fall too quickly.
Well, then may you always do your best, and may I always do mine.
I rather liked the chair, though. Oh well. And he takes the bag that he's been holding and just pours it into a glass, and it's sort of like thick as it rises up. It doesn't flow like wine.
I should leave you to it then.
Go, Meteor.
What did you call me?
Meteor? You've seen that in your dreams, haven't you?
How can I speak to you again?
Well, I suppose we could exchange phone numbers. That's about as much as I'm feeling these days. I understand that there's other ways of communication, but I don't particularly care for typing into a phone. And he hands you a phone number.
I take it and I put it in my pocket.
What drove you to come here? Was it foolishness? Or are your instincts just that good? Because they always have been.
That's the thing about instinct. You never know quite where it's going to lead you.
Well, as long as you can keep the fire in your hands.
You start to turn to go.
You hear him lift the glass off the arm of the chair, but that's it.
Thank
I'm
you for-
actually not entirely sure whether chat doesn't realize what I am. I've dropped lots of hints. I've even used the proper... Anyway.
Oh. You've been very illuminating, Dr. Seville. I'm sorry for your chair, and I hope we meet again under other circumstances.
May I be a light in your darkness, for I cannot gaze upon the sun.
Braum like shudders a bit and walks out. He's going. He's leaving. Back turned. That's like trust, kind of, right? And he leaves.
What's a lunatic to do these days? He's just citing it. 7 rings went to men.
Technically it was 9.
Yes, because there are 9 ring rights.
Yeah.
7 went to the elves. No,
No,
dwarves.
3 went to the elves.
3 went to the elves.
7 to the dwarf lord.
There was a time when...
Fuck, my Lord of the Rings is just...
Great
Oh my
miners
god.
Well, we got to
across
watch
one
it
of the
again, I guess,
mountains.
guys.
I do. I really do.
No,
As,
y'all own it.
oh, shit, it's true.
Can you name the 3 rings given to the elves?
Definitely Nenya.
Yeah.
Balls. I totally knew all of them at one point. Nope. Chat, I call on you.
Ask
Because
the
it's been a long
audience.
day and I forget.
Beep, beep. Aw.
In your business.
I am...
Narya and
Narya?
Vilya. Yeah.
Nailed it. I'm,
1 for Galadriel, 1 for Elrond, and 1 is currently held on to by...
Gandalf.
That's right. See, I know shit from the Lord of the Rings TCG from Decipher.
Oh, shit!
Bitch.
I remember
Anyway.
that.
No one
Undefeated champions.
A little bit. Just FYI, as soon as I'm out the door, I'm closing it, and I'm walking really fast back to the... Like, I'm, like, speed walking. I'm like...
little Braum, like...
You're out of here really fast.
You get a text message as soon as you manage to make your way closer to the door.
Beep, beep. It was, where are you? Or
Where TF are you? Why did you Leave your post. We're ready to go. Are you okay? Like, these are all, like, individual things.
Separate messages.
Fuck, Braum. Learn to use technology.
Boop, 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 boop. I quickly text back.
Actually, his text noise isn't that. His text noise has been reprogrammed.
Braum.
But, like, recent? Okay, sorry.
No. Now, every time...
Little rabbit.
I'm gonna have to
Jesus.
find it. Hold
Little
on. I
rabbit's
have to
been
play it
here.
for you.
Is it the sound that Irene Adler's phone makes in Sherlock?
Nice.
Or no, sorry, that she programs Sherlock's phone to make in Sherlock. Yeah, it's that.
No, this is what plays when Braum gets a text message. Every time.
So it's do 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 do.
I sure wish I could turn that off. Damn it. Amazing. I quickly text back, coming back, and then try to text with one hand as I'm climbing the ladder, but it probably doesn't work.
You get a text that says coming back.
Thank fuck.
And I head back to the pickup point, the Winnebago.
All right, we ready to roll?
We probably left it at Sybil's Tenderness. There's street parking
probably
there
not
for
like
sure.
right
Sorry.
in the vicinity.
Yeah, that would.
Let's just point neon arrows. We are here.
Aravana, you may have deducted me 50 geek points, but now I have to deduct 100 from you. That's not Final Fantasy. Not at all.
Scandal. Winnebago.
So I'm gonna help
Yep, we'll help.
Alnick leave.
Alnick, I will leave a generous tip for Sybil. And
That's a nice thing to do.
She looks like she's clutching at her dish rag. Like, you know, there's a little bit of playing up the like, oh, dearie, dearie. But
that troll over there. Is he regular?
yes,
Okay. Then I
don't mind
trust
him. He's just grumpy. It helps when you actually undo the stoppers.
Yeah,
instead of
usually, yeah.
We've got
Fun fact, I actually fill this with wine. They're nothing compared to me.
Woo! He soused. Oh.
Okay.
Jesus.
Well, we're gonna get Sleepy over here, out of here, and try to find Dumbo.
The language of Mordor will not be spoken here.
Oh, shit.
And we're gonna drag Alnick out the door.
Yep.
So you're
I'll be
piling
like-
back into the Winnebago?
We sure are.
Yep.
All right. Zister's not there.
Is he working on the back end? It's also a serious question.
Yes, but I'm gonna text him. Hey, where are you at? You didn't come say hello to Sybil, or if you did, you know secret doors that I don't.
I'm
Winky
in
face.
the kitchen.
It's a long fucking text. Oh. Goes back in.
Yeah, go into the the Winnebago, and I'm like,
Not that kitchen. There's no kitchen in there.
I
didn't
really
think
hope
so.
he
That's why I
texts
was like, what
not
the
that
fuck?
kitchen.
I want to help Alnick get into one of the bunks and get him to
strap
sleep.
him in.
Yep.
I'm fixing the stove.
That's so sweet.
That sounds really inappropriate. I'm gonna go back.
Braum,
Hello, yes.
where were you?
I wanted to make sure there were no loose ends.
What does that mean? We have nothing but loose ends. Think you're going to take care of one of those in 10 minutes?
should fucking leave this game. You're so right. Holy shit.
I single-handedly tied up every loose end.
When you go
there.
back into the
Yeah.
into Sybil's tenderness, you can see that, like, if you peer into the window to the kitchen, you see that there's two legs sticking out of the stove. Or the oven, I should say.
She's a witch.
Wow.
head back in.
Into the kitchen.
Like, flip up the bar and let myself by. Pardon me. Go.
She's clutching her pearls as you head back.
Oh.
And you see Zister is underneath, and he's just like smashing the underside of this.
Are you
oven
sure it
with
was
a wrench.
broken? Or are you just bored?
He rolls out, to his credit, still pristine, clean. Excuse me.
Our task here is done. You wanted to take your vehicle.
Oh, so you decided to let me know that you were done.
Yes.
Ah, well. Are you anxious?
Yes.
Fine. And just pushes his way out, closes it up, and then pokes at the pilot light with a very well-worn, blistered, calloused finger. You realize what I've done here?
No.
You could drop a bomb on this place, and this pilot light wouldn't go out.
I mean, that'd be really useful for, when a decade later they decide to rebuild on the same site and needed a stove.
I don't think you understand. I just made sure that this place will never blow up because Sybil forgot to make sure that her pilot light was on.
Wonderful safety feature. I'm sure that's much appreciated.
You need to learn how to appreciate the little things.
Oh, it's a wonderful task, but we should get going before trouble finds us.
Ah. Is this like a constant state of affairs for you?
I don't know. It's been constant ever since I was forced into freeholdership.
No. You get used to it. Don't let the world push you around.
Yeah, maybe
so
when you get
much.
complacent, trouble wends its way into your life.
So he reaches up and he pulls a bottle off the thing, and he looks Patches directly in the eyes.
Great, I'm leaving.
Okay. So you're
Bye.
now in the Winnebago.
And he's really had a drink.
Where are the keys? Okay, that's great. There's no ignition slot. Do you want to try hot wiring the Winnebago?
Yeah, I do.
Great.
The nuclear
Yes.
Winnebago.
Great. I want you to roll me your... How much drive do you have?
2.
I want you to roll me your intelligence drive. And then I want you to roll me something else.
What are they... Can I get the over-under on a nuclear explosion in Quebec City?
If she botches...
1 success.
Okay. So you discover that there's a unique fingerprint identification required to turn on the Winnebago. Now I want you to roll me your wits larceny.
Oh. Fingerprint is Sophia's.
Hello. 3 successes.
You also realize that your attempt to hotwire the Winnebago has been logged.
Told him I was leaving.
Sorry?
Told him I was leaving.
After about 3 minutes, Zister walks back up and gets into the Winnebago. He looks down and he just
Dude.
places his hand on the dash and it rumbles to life.
Yell in the back. Sophia?
Yes.
Braum?
Yes.
Alnek is with you?
Yeah.
Did we bring anyone else?
No.
Okay. And we're all here.
Then we're on our way home.
Thank
My
you.
new home.
If you like it. You don't have to stay there if you don't want to.
There's so many people now. It's just, you realize the food budget's
We
just
do
going
have
to get really
plenty
high.
of room.
And he just starts pulling the Winnebago in a U-turn, which is really, the street's not designed for it.
Nope. It's true, Zister. The Spark is a place for those with no other home.
Right. It's Reject Central, and we all live there.
We don't have to be rude about it.
Takes one to know.
Just realistic. All right. So you are headed back.
Braum,
Yes,
where were you?
you're right, Lady Sophia. We do have many loose ends. I hope everyone's ventures were fruitful. I went back to make sure that the lair was not inhabited again.
Alone.
Why in the world would you do that?
I took a risk.
There it is.
It was stupid.
You saw how Kyoko and I returned.
Yes.
We barely got out of there last time with the assistance of 3 Garou.
Well, I'm glad that no one was there.
That's not quite true. Thankfully, the person who was there did not want...
Sorry, I just love patting myself on the back.
Well, thankfully, the person who was there did not wish me any harm. This Dr. Seville says that someone is the Ventru, whatever they are. They believe that you have killed 2 of their kind, Lady Sophia.
I haven't. I barely even killed one.
Can someone get this on record, please? Excuse me.
They thought that she was going to show up, so they probably assumed
Why
that
would I
she
show up?
I don't know, because they thought you would go save the Duke, because you're all noble. And they don't
I'm also
understand
not
our
an idiot.
society.
No offense, but you were a lot more capable to go.
They don't know that. You killed one of their kind. That must make you a goddess in their eyes.
I finished the job.
And you're pretty. Definitely a goddess in their eyes.
Thank you.
So, like having blood that pumps probably makes you the
probably
hottest thing on
delicious.
earth on top of that.
Let's be honest. John, can I roll to see if I recognize what a Ventru is?
Sure, but it's difficulty 8.
Cool. Would it be intelligence?
It's Graymere.
It's Graymere? Okay.
Because lore doesn't exist anymore.
Sure doesn't.
True.
No successes.
Burn?
Wonder what that is.
Perhaps it's like a tentru.
So I'm guessing they're assuming that you killed the people that I killed.
Well, sure. What's one more? What difference could it make? They're going to try to kill me anyway.
Exactly. This Seville says that there are some who are coming for you. He wanted to offer his assistance, which struck me as foolish. I almost tried to strike him down in that moment, but I didn't, thankfully.
To be clear, this Dr. Seville is a vampire
Yes.
who's offering to help us.
I don't want to work alongside these creatures, but out of respect for you, I didn't want to turn it down either.
What was he offering?
To turn the hunters away, send them knocking on another door.
Which other door?
He didn't say. I can't imagine it's good.
Is this a door we get to choose?
I doubt it. It didn't seem to be part of the bargain. But he called you the Quill of the Sun. He insinuated you had a daughter. But we were definitely talking about the same person.
You don't have a daughter.
Thanks, storyteller.
Patches was just looking at her and being like, damn, she hasn't had a kid.
Sorry. Ain't
Oh,
no way.
please. She, after pregnancy, look exactly
the same.
like the same.
Yeah. They just glow a little more.
What about me after pregnancy? Okay, let's go.
You get crusty on the outside.
Yeah.
Gross.
That is pretty gross.
So gross.
Well, you're already crusty on the outside.
It's true.
What's in
Kinda
it for
flaky.
him?
He doesn't like the Ventru.
That's not a good enough reason.
You have some sort of task to complete that he feels is very important, but he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know how to help you with it. It's just a feeling. He's a seer.
Really?
I want to be clear. I say that like I don't believe it, but he also called me Meteor. Like the dream.
So maybe there is some truth to it. You have a way to contact him?
Yes.
Call him. Tell him if he wants to speak, he can come to Cross's shadow. I'm through meeting vampires on their turf.
That's fair.
Where would you meet him?
Not the freehold, obviously. But somewhere that we know and trust.
Tanning salon.
The tanning salon. Sounds perfect.
Yeah. Solaris.
Oh,
The bar.
nice.
That's super vampire friendly.
I mean, what do you think, Patches?
I'm for not meeting them on their turf. I mean, Montreal's a big enough city. Just choose somewhere a little far from home. Maybe in the Cross's shadow. East End somewhere, but
Sure.
in sight.
And not alone.
No.
I was foolish.
They've got to know, that you aren't the murder champion of Quebec.
Murder champion of Quebec. Who is the murder champion of Quebec currently, Patches?
Are you
Yeah.
calling him, by the way?
Like right now?
Come on.
Sorry. All right.
But I'm
Probably
swimming.
some
at this
mass murderer
size
in
pool.
like the 70s. I don't know.
Yeah, sure, John. I'm going to dial the number. It's still nighttime.
Hello.
She has agreed to meet.
I can't meet her.
You wanted to offer your assistance.
Yes. As I said, do you think that it would behoove a creature of my disposition to walk into such light?
Well, I'm sure we can find a suitable proxy then. Come to Montreal. 2 nights' time.
It's not easy for me to travel.
Is it impossible?
I don't know of a safe place for me. It's not my domain.
What?
It's not safe for him to travel here. There's some sort of political situation, I suppose.
No, I can't greet the sun. And I don't exactly know where I can stay that's safe.
Tell him to find out. He's lasted this long. I'm sure moving from one city to another couldn't be that much of a difficulty.
Give him a week.
You are to find out. You have 1 week. And then you will meet someone who has Sophia's ear.
1 week.
Is that not enough time?
Fine. I'll do what I can. It's been a long time.
You should know she believes that you can be of use. That's why I'm calling you.
She isn't foolish.
No, she is not. She has foolish friends, perhaps.
He's not my friend.
Oh, shit. I throw myself out of the Winnebago.
You guys are a motley.
Haven't sworn any oaths to each other. Do.
Spit on my hand, damn it. Let's swear this friggin' oath. No, Pat,
oath,
right.
no.
Oh,
Face.
God. No,
Take it
not
back.
spat on you. It has been a lot.
It's not as if Aragorn isn't, sick. And two of you didn't spend
Close
experience. It
to
would be
death.
awfully nice to try to keep her alive.
Well, Aragorn, who else do you suggest we put in the motley? Aldneck? Zister?
Don't bring me into your bullshit.
Well, you brought us into yours.
Yeah, because I'm old and I get to make the rules.
Anyway, I
And we're young and get to rebel against them.
Thank you.
You're a ding dong. It has to be 5. I'm kidding.
No, that's a circle. We only had 3 as
Oh.
well because we kept killing her fucking twice.
Do you have anything else that you wish to accomplish
more
before you make
Twilights.
it back to Montreal?
Patches, how was your
Apologize
meeting?
profusely.
It led to coordinates to pick up Wellnick. So 2 birds, 1 stone.
Also had an envelope.
Oh yeah. And I
Also,
got some documents we could forge.
What?
excuse me.
If we ever need to make it seem like Eloise has sent orders that she hasn't actually sent, since Fala's now our friend, and I've got official papers, 2 + 2
What are these official
is a great lie.
papers? What are they?
The specific parchment, specific seals.
You must have gone to a lot of trouble to steal that material.
Yeah.
Which one of you has the highest intelligence larceny?
Oh, whoa. Nope.
You roll me intelligence larceny, please.
I know what a security system is.
1 success.
What? These ones.
For 1 success, I will give you that when I say that the parchment is identical, that should mean more than he stole something that we might be able to use.
What a riddle.
So stole something that we should use. I really feel like this is going over my head.
It means that he found a source.
A master forger, possibly.
Oh, okay.
Possibly. I
Yo, Taylor.
So, you have seen parchments
Yes.
before.
Yes.
These parchments which had, official decrees on them
Yeah.
that you assumed were being
Forged.
forged.
Yeah.
And yet he manages to provide one that looks exactly like those,
Yes.
which means that he has access to where they came from.
Yes. I guess I'm making the wrong assumption about where they came from.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
was
necessarily
assuming
saying
that
that
they
yes or no.
were the real deal, and thus working for Eloise, he has access to the real deal and gave us some.
That is one explanation.
Yep.
Another one is that they were never forgeries at all.
Yeah. There's also that. But there were real orders.
No.
Because, she came in and tried to usurp us, right? So, considering she had orders to make Fala search our shit, and with the alliance between Beaumain and
Elened.
Elened.
and with King Melge dead.
Yep.
I
But this was
wonder-
before Melch was dead, right?
Yes, of course, but I wonder if the plot to unseat High King David is still in effect.
Probably. I don't see why I would stop.
Who do you think's at the hub of it?
King Melge.
Do you think Duchess Eloise will take his place?
I think there are probably some other bigger players in the field. As much as Eloise may be trying to play the game, I'm sure there's more than one piece on the board.
Many of the other Sealy houses are... Oh, what's that word? Pragmatic enough to believe that a king who refuses to do anything is not a real king. Perhaps there are more than just two moving against him. It's hard to know. House Liam generally refuses to get involved. Where does Fiona stand?
Fiona tend to lie down.
It's like, I think they're too busy.
And that's our commercial break,
having
folks.
Do you need a break?
No, well, sorry, not at the moment, but I thought that was very funny.
Do you have anything else that you need to discuss on your way back to Montreal?
I think we're good.
What is your next task?
Get Allnex sleeping next to the balefire.
I mean, Zister's driving. It's easily organized with him.
Sweet.
Talk to Duke Granville, I would say, before other things.
I want to sleep down by the balefire too.
Yeah, let's talk to Balefire. That's sleeping.
All right. When you return, it's 12:30, so we're technically now Wednesday.
Sweet.
Is this June 6th?
Yep.
What? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Is
we
it?
were June 4th, and now
We
we're
were June
6th.
5th. Now you're June 6th.
Shit. My bad.
I thought it was a Monday. Tuesday works
I'm
too.
always
You were
confused.
Tuesday.
Oh yeah, it was Monday when we made the plans, but Tuesday we went.
Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. So you've returned to the Freehold.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go and speak with the Duke?
Duke Granville.
I guess I'll go too.
Yeah, can I bring these chuckles along? Is that okay?
Sure. If you want to bring me.
You've met the Duke, have you not?
You
He's
know him
living in our-
intimately. Bro.
Freehold, yes.
Freehold, yeah.
Right, of course.
You find the Duke in his chambers writing. Enter.
We're sorry to disturb you, Duke Granville. Woo! Sorry. Well, of men of certain age, yes. All right, I suppose it is time. Let's go.
What? Braum, what the fuck? Okay. It's Dr. Saley. You need glasses.
I'm good. Your Grace, I'm sorry to disturb you so late. We're about to embark on, in a few days' time, another trip, one of political import, and we could use your advice.
I'm here to help.
I know you distance yourself somewhat from the politics of Concordia.
That's fair.
Do you know anything about House Fiona's possible stake in a change of power?
Well, yes, of course. Queen Mab. And not you. Here, Mab looks a little smug. Little like,
She holds herself like a queen.
but we are allies with House Gwydion. I can't see Fiona deliberately attempting to overthrow the throne.
What if High King David was to be disgraced, destroyed, somehow put out of power?
You're speaking of treason, which is also something Fiona don't do.
Good. I'm concerned, Duke Granville, there seems to be a conspiracy, and it may extend beyond just one or two of the Sealy houses.
A conspiracy? Are you sure?
We can't speak in absolutes until we've received more proof. But as you know, this freehold was taken over, at least in brief time. What? Help, language, help.
In brief.
Briefly.
This looks
that's
like
the
a petty
adverb.
squabble between several houses over a freehold of middling import,
Exactly.
compared to the castle of Taranar. Well, you don't know shit about politics anyway.
No, I'm just like middling import. Fight you, fight you.
Fight you.
For those of you who do have politics, he doesn't mean that this freehold is unimportant. He means that it's on
Like-
another league away from actually trying to overthrow Concordia's.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
House Beaumain and House Elenet have little reason to conspire together.
And yet they did.
And the end result thereof didn't put anyone ahead. In fact, if anything, it put them both behind slightly.
But it's sowing confusion.
Yes.
And you mean to bring this to the attention of the High King?
I do.
I'm surprised you'd be able to get an audience with him, Red Branch or no. He's been quite reclusive of late.
My plan is to request an audience for as long as necessary, and then sit on his doorstep until I turn to stone. He will see us. Sorry. Metaphorically speaking.
Fair enough. The High King doesn't respond well to threat, but he does respond well to persistence, and he will respond to... These days I'm not exactly sure. His mind is in another place. It's hard to keep track of him.
Has anything been done to help him?
When was the last time that you tried to tell a king that he was off his rocker?
Are there no subtler means of helping without him even knowing he was being helped?
I have to imagine that Fairlith and Morwen and Lenore have all been trying as best they can, Mab as well. He just made reference to best friend, daughter, wife, and closest advisor. Not in that order.
He's losing the faith of certain houses, or at least certain members of certain houses. And we mean to see that stopped.
Of course, a strong king would pay very much attention to this. When you make an enemy, and as a king you will make enemies, you at least do so deliberately, with a point, the purpose. But there's no endgame here. He's merely thinking, dreaming, and there's no end in sight.
What's the history of kings before? How have they, and queens and all of that, how have they met their ends? Was it through old age, through death, through war?
It was chaos before David. We were not united in the same way.
Changelings had somehow discovered these fascinating concepts known as democracy.
Yeah.
But they didn't work. Not the way that they intended. And without getting into the entire history of the Accordance War, David united us. Ended it. Not perfectly, and not for all sides, but he did end the war.
Well,
David has ruled since the end of the Accordance War. The Accordance War started shortly after the resurgence, which was in 1969. We can assume that the war lasted a few years, so that he's been reigning for about 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
Someone has
Remember
to figure
that
out the
changelings don't
succession.
age the same
Yeah.
way if they're in freeholds.
Someone has to figure out the rights of succession. I mean, people die eventually.
If there's one thing that is very difficult to move forward on, it is the rights of succession when a king isn't planning on dying.
Does anyone know how to change that?
Ask Kyoko. I'm sure she'd be able to help you.
Well, that is a good idea. Thank you, Patches. I'll just take out my phone.
Your phone contains a text message.
Ooh.
The text message is from McAllister.
Yes. Okay.
Message received. I'm waiting for you.
Is there like a heart or a winky face, possibly? Or?
Little ipe. To remind you. A little sword.
Yeah,
and then like
with
a shoulder.
a drop of blood.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Jesus. Perfect. We have our invitation back to the Kingdom of Apples. I won't force anyone to go along. Doesn't want to, but
I drive this time.
I'd like to go.
to Granville, I have another question for you.
Of course. After all, I'm a dead man. It's not as if I don't have time.
Yeah, but dead men tell no tales.
You may not be dead forever. Perhaps you will be miraculously found.
There's a chance.
Actually, on that note, I wouldn't mind if somebody paid a visit to Heart's Light just to see what's been happening. See if anybody's tried to lay claim to that seat.
Of course.
It's not really an official seat.
No. But it's a desirable freehold.
I can
Yeah.
go and see Sir Zeron,
Yeah.
and I'm sure he'll tell me everything that I need to know.
Good.
Your Grace, the Red Branch are, of course, not what they used to be. I intend to reestablish it as a force to root out corruption in Concordia. Any plots against House Gwydion or against Kithane at large. Please tell me, in all honesty, is there anyone that you know, that you can think of, that would have reason to try to destroy, unseat, or undermine the Red Branch?
Melge.
Right.
The Red Branch, whether or not it's effective, is a sign of David's rule and power. We remember the legends, Sir Braum. We remember our myths. And we hold stock in them. It's an ever-lingering threat that one day they may rise up once more, just as you're speaking of. Anybody who wished to do harm to the crown would absolutely do well to make sure that they couldn't.
Even if they were doing it for the right reasons, at least in their mind. Of course. I don't know if we have to worry too much about House Elened at the moment, but I'm going to bring these concerns forward. That's what a good knight would do.
Yes, it is.
Is there anything I can retrieve for you from Heart's Light? A favorite pen, perhaps?
That I would appreciate.
All right.
Good night, Your Grace.
pen?
It's like old leather. You get used to it.
Ask for some memento of.
I could hardly ask Braum to bring back my writing desk now, can I?
The
I have a
difference
car.
between a raven and a writing desk. We'll figure out a way to ask for it.
Did you just Lewis Carroll me?
I suppose I did.
We're going to have a discussion about that later on.
I'm gone.
Oh, you.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
she pieced out.
Oh, okay. I think I was like making my way out, so I don't know
Yeah.
if there's like.
Well,
any
I was
tension
just
or-
basically being like, why would we ask for
Oh,
his
for sure, for
favorite
sure.
pen, right? And so I was like, okay, I'm going to pretend to be like, eh.
Hello.
The penis mightier!
Oh boy.
Whoa. Thank you. Yeah. I mean that's it for me with the Duke.
The Dukes!
The Duke. Yep.
Alright, what's next? Going to
Hearts-
sleep, I assume?
Yes. I'm gonna
Yeah.
sleep. I'm gonna get Kyogo to change my friggin' ringtone back, man. Super annoying.
Oh. Alright, I'll make sure that it's a ringtone that you'd be more comfortable with. Do you need an update to the phone as well? Are you happy with this one? I imagine its battery life is the equivalent of about 2.5 hours.
I haven't found it to be a problem. What kind of update are you? What do you mean?
For one
Update?
thing, you wouldn't have to have a monochromatic screen. For another thing, I could make sure that it has more pixels than approximately 512.
But why would I need anything? This does everything that I need.
Does it?
I think so. What else can a phone do?
I thought I did everything that you needed.
I close the door.
She makes you wait as she programs in a new ringtone.
Oh man. Oh, okay. I'll take the sex P off there.
Too sexy for my sugar.
Oh, no. No. She's very much like, but you have to wait for that to happen.
All right.
Jot.
Hashtag Jot. Jot. I like scone better. Buttery. Yikes.
Sorry, I was just like, scones.
I know. Oh no, I really want some too.
Speckled with currants.
Oh Jesus, John.
I'm Team
When were you
Scone.
going to Griffon d'Or? Or have we missed it?
Wednesday.
Wednesday morning.
Okay.
So
I am at
I think
6.
John's joining you. It
Oh yeah.
sounds
Oh
like.
wow, it's super good. I'd like to go to Heartside, but I'd also like to just get some wine really quick. Do you mind if I?
Yeah.
May I just really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Scott.
Is that everyone?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's in the fridge. Just doesn't need anything.
BRB.
BRB the best.
BRB the best you can be.
BR being the best.
I'd like to sleep next to the balefire.
I'd
Yep.
like to change out of my travel clothes, take a shower, and go discuss Lewis Carroll.
Damn, Jabberwocky. What?
Beware the Jabberwock, my son.
Also, I believe that the riddle is why is a raven like a writing desk?
Yeah, probably.
Um,
Never
excuse
remember.
She
me.
doesn't really care. She just wants to see his Vorpal sword.
You know how else you can defeat a task?
This. Oh, well done, Eravana. Well done. I thought I did everything for you. Slam. Scott just popped his cork.
Yeah, I totally just heard pop, pop, pop,
Pop, pop. Pop.
Hello, Shiny Mewy.
Hi, Shiny
It
Mewy.
is good to see you.
And thank you
Hello.
again for your awesome work with the RSS feed.
Yeah.
Don't spill any
consumed
macaroni
less
this.
than half
Oh,
of
you
it.
didn't spill any macaroni. Good.
The stream is
Macaroni's
canceled.
So tasty.
Why?
Why? Because of pop?
You might as well just leave that. in
Aragorn,
here.
don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, I've been out in the sun all day, and I'm like, my brain is, I think, half on right now. Shiny
Go
Beauty,
for
that
it.
should be fun.
Yeah.
Same
sitch.
Same sitch.
Same bat time.
Shit. Same.
All right.
exhaustion.
So it is the following morning.
Sweet. Ew, boy.
Quick, guys, start doing random shit so we trigger the drink counter.
Is that good enough? We're going to Hearthlight, baby.
Thank you, Julie.
Hey, Juby Meg.
That's
Juby
random.
Meg. Heart.
Now we're up to 1362.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, still not a botch. I can't force myself to botch to see if that's what's going to trigger it. Damn it.
All right. So you're going to Heart's Light. Is everybody else going? Or
Y'all coming? You
Yeah.
coming?
Yeah, I guess so.
We roll around like a...
Actually, no. I'm going to stay.
Okay.
I'm going to hang out with Allneck.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. You coming, Patches?
Yeah.
All right. The dream
mean-
team.
You need to come up with some excuse for us to want his pen.
Pen. I was definitely going to say pen. Let's go.
15 of them.
did you just make a Pen 15 joke?
What year is it, baby?
Oh, hanging fruit, okay?
All right, Captain Daff, you're not wrong. Oh, is there still that like mean-looking? There's a mean-looking slough on the door. I think
On the door?
at the door, like guarding the door.
Yeah, you never got his name.
Well,
Yeah, he's there. I mean, a certain troll's not there anymore, but
really?
died in a car
Oh
crash.
yeah, rip. He went.
Actually, not really a car crash.
Oh.
Died from extreme exsanguination.
From the future.
I mean, we're headed to find Cesaron. He might be in the workshop. He might be up top, looking out over the breezy lawn. Who knows?
Yes.
And what about you, Sophia? You're
Uh,
with Elnick?
Yeah, so I'm sitting down next to the balefire waiting for him to wake up.
Right, so we'll deal with you first. Sir Zeron is currently seated in Granville's office behind his desk, and he's just shifting papers from the left to the right, left to the right, left to the right, just making sure that his eyes cross each one of them. He looks up.
Old friend.
Friends, come in, please.
Nice desk you've gotten yourself. And chair.
This is the
And
office
office.
of the freeholder, and currently that is me. Until we know of the whereabouts of our beloved Duke. Heart's light must go on.
How are things here, Cesaron?
Quiet. So far, anybody who's come up to try to drum up any questions about where the Duke may be has been turned away rather roughly, but there's little that I can do about that.
No, I suppose not. Well, we're pleased that the seat is being filled by someone like you. At least until we find the Duke.
I'll be honest with you, I don't enjoy being here, but we all have our part to play.
Is everything all right, Patches?
There are a lot of pens here, right?
I mean, there's a bunch of pens, and then there's one quill that's stuck
I'm
an inkwell.
asking Zara on that.
Yes, I imagine there are many pens. That's the sign of a good office.
Could I have the quill?
I'm certainly not using it.
Thank you.
Is he all right?
Yes.
Did you just like stab yourself with a quill?
No, I like tucking it inside my jacket.
Let's take this. He is, yes. Life goes on. Sir Zara and I still... We've yet to determine exactly why that, well, for lack of a better word, attack was carried out.
When you walk through the hallways here, the air's thick with unease. But nobody has any source to point to. It's unbearable. Being unable to face an enemy.
I hope to change that very soon.
She must pay for what she did.
I know, friend. I want to be sure that justice is met, and if that justice involves her at the point of your sword, then so be it. Honor and justice first, yes?
As you say.
I'm hoping that when I return to Cross's Shadow, we will have the resources required to make the Red Branch the force that it once was.
You offer hope in a time that I need it, and for that I am grateful.
But?
There's no but.
No, I sensed one.
I merely yearn for other duties. Other places to be. Other people to see.
Which people? Or just a sense of adventure?
I confess I've had someone on my mind.
Oh? I don't know. I'm leaning in. I'm curious.
I met her at Pennon's, but I haven't had the chance to.
Why not? This office affords many luxuries.
It wouldn't be proper to simply meet up with someone here.
Well, you are the freeholder. You can invite anyone you choose into your freehold.
I've been given a responsibility, a duty that I take very seriously.
Is it a 24/7 non-stop, no breaks responsibility? Can you not have dinner with someone here without
Could you
even
imagine
leaving?
the scandal if I were to bring her back here and she were to start speaking of matters of the heart?
I can't imagine that becoming scandalous. There was a Fiona running this place until a month ago.
Yes. And I do hold great respect for the Duke, but with all due respect to any who may have shared his proclivities, I am Gwydion. And we are held to a different, perhaps not better, but different standard.
Can those of House Gwydion not have dinner with people in their own freehold?
But it is not my freehold.
In a freehold that they are currently taking care of?
Which one of you is the higher perception empathy?
Probably not me.
5. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Okay, yeah. Coming up. Does he seem hesitant? All right, here we go. 4 successes.
Someone's stalling. Taking every excuse.
So Zeron, you mean to tell me, my friend, if some person who's been on your mind was to happen across your path, that you wouldn't want to take the time to speak with them and get to know them better? Are you telling me this, that your duty would be so great that you would turn them away from this freehold?
I'm ostensibly mourning the loss of one of the great dukes of this area.
Gosh, I seem to have accidentally invited someone to dinner here on Thursday night. It would be a shame if they were turned away at the door.
Who did you invite?
I sure hope it's Kaylee. Go for it.
Perception empathy with no empathy, so...
Oh, no.
That's a botch, so...
What is
I mean, I'm
happening?
going with Kaylee, but like...
Kaylee doesn't have a phone.
Oh, she doesn't? Oh, then fuck it.
It's really hard to get in contact with her. Who
It's
did you
it's your
share?
old friend Kaylee from college.
Yeah, whoops,
You just text
no.
you're like,
Hey,
you saw
girl,
her.
hey, be right over.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Sweet, a hot
Whoops, forgot. Never mind. Didn't do that. Retcon.
Oh my God.
You can't retcon after a bunch.
Damn it. Kaylee
The botch
from
was thinking
account-
she had a...
a phone.
I'm all blue botched now.
Oh! Please, my name is Braum. It was weird. I can't.
Yeah.
You guys are both wearing purple.
And you love it. Different shades.
What was
Okay.
that?
Fuck.
Oh, your mic pack.
I got too excited. Too excited with matching Scott. Sorry.
So anyway,
Yeah.
instead of randomly texting someone who
Doesn't
isn't
exist.
Kaylee,
So, Suzaron, you're telling me that you would turn them away? I understand you are in mourning. I understand this. Is it not important to build alliances between people of this world? They share common interests, common goals, common desires. ...
there are many foes I'm willing to face. And this is a Fiona freehold where fear is not known. So I'm doing a very poor job of running it.
So what if I just start sending in a steady stream of people?
What, hang, I don't think that's what...
They'll get so jaded to just people coming and saying hello and staying for a while that...
You're very kind to take such interest in the matters of my heart. Did you do the same for the previous freeholder here?
Braum has like zero poker face, so that's probably super obvious that he's like,
What is the like... Yeah, the poker face.
Wow.
We're going to call that your manipulation subterfuge.
yes!
Man, I wish
Nailed
I
it.
was there.
Actually, no, it's manipulation empathy.
Aw, rip.
Rip. Rip.
Drop 3 dice.
That was pretty...
Non-success.
I saw a 1, man. That was
Yeah, I know.
Got so
There's a
excited
9
for a
hiding in the
second.
corner.
Best botch.
Damn it.
Hmm. I call a biased jury.
Indeed.
As well you should.
Which is why it's a shame that this office is so quiet. I'm going to leave
Yeah, I think...
before I dig my hole any deeper.
Sir Braum,
yes.
should I call for someone to clean this chair?
No.
I see.
I
Ew.
don't
I've
think...
left.
In
So-
that office? Oh, you absolutely
No,
have.
I have left. Is
Yeah,
what
I know
I'm
you've
saying.
left.
Okay, cool.
You've also effed.
Yeah.
Suzerain, I cannot for the life of me imagine Duke Granville sullying the station of his office in this way.
I cannot imagine because I choose not to imagine it. It's such a mental image.
My friend, I wish you were not occupied here in this way. I would have you come with us to the Kingdom of Apples if I could.
I confess that I can't stop thinking about the way that her eyes move. She has a way of holding the entire It feels like she's paying attention to everything. And only me.
It's very poetic, you know. You should write that down if you haven't already. You never know
but
when
now
you...
apparently these pens have been completely sullied.
Oh, here. I put one of mine on the desk. It's like kind of busted. Perhaps you will remember that phrase when you see her again.
I would like to.
Don't despair, Suzerain. You will see her again.
Despair isn't part of my vocabulary.
No, it's not. You've always been there. For me, for us. Thank you, old friend. And I also bow out and I wash my hands on the way out.
Yo. When Olnek wakes up, he doesn't make much of a move to leave sight of the balefire.
Are you hungry?
I feel foolish.
Why?
Any kind of government only works because of trust, right? We trust that edicts will be followed out. We trust that our lords will take care of their vassals. We trust that what we're doing is the right thing. And here I am, and I was basically being given a suicide mission.
Where did she send you?
It's getting harder to remember. Letters delivered to specific people inside prisons, hospitals. The first one I knew that it would be difficult, but...
Where did you go?
Kingston. A penitentiary in Kingston, Ontario. I delivered a message to the warden there. I was instructed to make sure that I placed it directly into his hands. So I entered, went through the entire process. Finally, I did.
Is the warden a changeling?
No. No changeling could survive in a place like that. Not for long.
Do you have any idea what was inside the notes?
A messenger does not peek.
Of course. What was next?
That's where it's starting to get blurry. I could understand needing to enter one of these places once, maybe twice, but it was over and over, to the point where I couldn't even mount an appropriate defense or even complain. I was on autopilot. I just went.
When did she change? When did she stop going from someone you trusted to whatever she is now?
She interrogated me. Herself, actually, which was strange. No one else in the room. Shortly after she was here the last time. I tried to reassure her that, of course, I wouldn't betray her. She had the sense not to request an oath right away. That's when I lost her trust. I know what I saw. I know what I heard.
It's not something you can just forget, is it?
No.
I know the feeling.
You get this image in your head that sort of beauty could not be lethal. That it is... It's a tool for leadership and guidance.
That it must be protected at all costs.
And that's why I feel the fool.
No. She betrayed your trust. She took advantage of you. She didn't see your value or you as a person. Right? You were just a tool to her.
No, I was garbage to be disposed of.
But she had you fulfill certain tasks. And I mean to find out what those were. And what was in those letters. Why is she getting mortals involved? What is she planning?
It's possible that she simply was trying to send me to the worst possible places in the hopes that I would never return. That there was never anything of import in those letters at all.
It's possible. Seems like an awful lot of work. She could
Instead
have
of
just had
having me
you
killed.
Exactly. She's done it before.
Yikes.
I hate her.
In this moment, I want to cast Enkindle,
Okay.
which is Summer 2.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And what are you
Should be.
attempting to enkindle in
The
our good friend
hatred.
Alnick?
The hatred for Eloise.
Damn, man.
Oh, God. All right.
That's rough.
Feel it. Feel it, buddy.
He does, though.
Yeah.
All right, so
just let him feel
enkindle
it.
for you
So much different.
is a cantrip that essentially is thank you.
Very gentle interrogation.
Um, what she's attempting to do is to fan the flames of passion.
Turning whiskers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a limited thing. Like, it'll only last for a few minutes. So, don't worry.
It's okay. That's enough time for him to
She has-
teleport
she
there,
has an
shank her,
actual plan,
and teleport
guys.
back.
I don't,
Unlike some members of this motley,
don't have a
Sophia
plan.
has an actual
Just
plan.
coming
I
up with
promise.
shit as I go.
Go for it. Your difficulty is 4.
Oh, great. That was a terrible roll, but I got 1 success.
So it's going to last for a minute.
Great.
Talk really fast.
Alnick. I hate her too. I would love nothing more than to see her overthrown. Will you help us? As we helped you.
I don't know if I have the will to punish her the way that she deserves.
We do.
Yes.
Swear to me that you'll help us.
She.
Let me just crank up your emotions. Make you swear to me while you're feeling this way.
Focused. Well, the clock's ticking.
I mean, I'm down.
All right.
We need oath-bound allies.
Yeah,
that could be
seriously.
meat shields
Yeah,
for the
you
battle to come.
oath-bound somebody without talking to us.
Alnick.
Fala, I will help you despite you
Did
trying
you
to kill
stay-
us multiple times and succeeding in killing me.
Calm
a
down
few
there.
times.
She's my squire, dude. This is very different.
I'm not compelling an oath. He's just angry.
Compelling enough. This would not hold up in a rule of carnival.
And his knuckles start to bleed just a little bit.
Oh.
my blood. I will see her ripped from her position, her holdings, her title. And I will see her pay for whatever crimes she's committed that I know of and those that I do not. I will help you in this, Lady Sophia. That I swear. And just the sheets that he's sitting on just... The thing is, that doesn't trigger your antithesis because this had a purpose. Now, if you leave it there, well, then it doesn't really have a purpose anymore.
We'll cast it into the fire.
Toss it into the fire!
Destroy it!
The whole slithering stream.
Do I have to now swear back? Like, how does this work? Do I have
No.
to chew my
He
knuckles?
just swore to
open?
help you.
Sweet.
You don't owe him anything. You could swear that you'll, like, help him back, but you don't have to.
No, I'm good. I think he covered it all in our oath.
Oh my god. All right.
You could swear to help him. No, I'm good. You truly
Gonna
are.
help him.
Jorik.
Ow.
No, Jorg
Dorval.
would swear to help him and then get him killed the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I got something for you. All right.
Oh.
Goggle. Goggle.
Thank you, Allneck.
Goggle.
Why do I get the feeling like I'm about to find out just what atrocities I'm capable of?
How about some breakfast? Claude makes delicious hash browns.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, that sounds good. And he gets up and just absent-mindedly just rubs his knuckle into his hand and holds it a bit. And he turns and starts walking up. Up and down.
Sweat. Whew. Sophia, what'd you just do? I don't know. Let's see how this pans out.
Ah,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Thumbs up, man.
When you get back upstairs, Incisor is standing at the bar, and she is just pulling at this heap of poached eggs sitting like very precariously one on top of each other, and she's just like, and then she picks one up in her hands and it just bursts. Just like,
Oh.
just picks up another one and just nope.
Oh, God.
So like now there's egg just like running down this mountain of poached eggs,
Jesus.
making it look like some kind of yellow volcano.
So she's trying to lift a poached egg off the pile and put it onto her plate? Or
Yeah. And just not doing a very good job.
Is
of
there
it.
a spoon next to the pile of poached
Of
eggs?
course there's a spoon.
I want to pick up a poached egg in the spoon and put it onto her
Is there a
plate.
spoon? Ah, of course.
Thanks.
Another?
No, one's good. Hey, did your trip go okay last night?
Was eventful. We picked up a runaway.
Did you do any other training last night?
No.
Oh.
This is Allneck. I'm not sure if you'd met before.
Yeah, I've met him. He's been here before. But you gotta keep track. What's up, Wanderer? Alnek just nods and starts very carefully putting together a plate of breakfast, staying quiet. You know, you could tell me
I can tell you what.
when you're not training.
I slept downstairs last night by the balefire, but I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, I suppose it sounds a little creepy if I say that I know where you slept. I keep track of the people sleeping by the balefire.
I'm sure you could also tell then where Ramsey slept last night. But I'll keep that in mind.
Logic.
Have another poached egg.
Takes the plate and just like opens, and the plate just as she's just walking out, like shaking her head somewhat, just as if she just forgets that she's not really supposed to eat part of it, and just disappears.
Yikes.
You have a charming friend.
Isn't she, though?
Where are you two?
Returning, I
Yeah.
believe, with the
You
pen,
can get back
the
at this
quill,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is.
The pen, the quill.
Good morning.
And I nicked the ink pot as well.
Yeah, you sure did.
Ooh.
Ah, Lady Sophia. Good morning.
Good morning.
All neck.
Morning.
Are you feeling any better?
Purpose reinvigorates us.
Good.
As
Good.
does food.
And that's true. That helps.
I imagine that would help, yes.
How was Heart's Light? How was Sir Zaron?
Everything seems to be very much in order.
It's in his hands.
There's nothing strange going on? Nobody making a
No, he.
play for the freehold?
Everyone who comes with questions is forcibly turned away from Heart's Light. He did say that the air was thick with suspicion and unease, but that can be lifted as soon as we know more about what's going on with the Duchess.
I have something to deliver.
Kyoko comes into the room.
Oh.
Patches, roll me willpower, please. It's your total pool.
Yep. One success.
You get a quick flash of the dream that you had when she enters.
Please, I'm a sympathetic.
I hurry my pace out of the room.
Lady Sophia,
Mm-hmm.
question for you. Is there any way that we could be in contact with Kaylee? Quiet on the hunt.
I would ask Sir Zaron to be in contact with her.
He's the one who's searching for her.
He's searching for her. Is that what he said?
No, I'm paraphrasing. But I believe he wishes that she would cross his path again. And I'd like to do this for him.
My ways of contacting her take a bit longer. I just have a mailing address.
It was better than nothing.
Right? I'll do that.
Thank you. I don't mind, but I imagine you have a way with words.
Is he putting things off? He promised me before we left that he'd contact her.
He didn't swear an oath, though, with you, did he?
He didn't. Is that the trick?
It's one trick.
He's fucking next.
Oh, shit!
I cast and kindle.
What?
His passion for Kaylee.
Inflamed. Swear to me that you'll date her. Oh my god.
Oh, God.
I swear to God I will. Swear to me.
Yikes. Nice. Well, once Patches returns, I think we need to decide of our next two courses of action.
Right.
I'm sorry, did you hear what I said?
Totally distracted. Absolutely. Well, when are we going to New York?
As soon as possible.
And we are meeting with...
Lord McAllister said that he is ready. I can only assume that that means that we have our audience, or at least that we can push for one.
When are you meeting with our other potential ally?
1 week's time. We gave him a week.
All right, so New York first, then we come back and meet with him. I want to be there.
I know. I simply wonder whether we should take decisive action without speaking to the High King first. I believe that the right course of action is to approach him, explain the situation, explain our plan, and move forward.
What is our plan?
My plan. I'm
What's
sorry.
your plan?
The red blood.
Blanche!
And then I like take some coffee and I
Red
just like
leather,
drink it
yellow
and then I
leather.
stop talking and then the red the blood. Sorry, I didn't get it for a second there. The red branch used to be a symbol of, well, order, justice. A symbol that everything would be taken care of, that if anyone moved to destabilize, that it would be dealt with, or at least heard. That there were official channels to go through, with us somewhat separated and hidden.
So you're trying to go through those official channels again?
I want to make sure... Snake? Snake? Yeah, I take my phone. Is that like, I don't recognize right away that it's me, but I'm like, oh, I see.
It's another text message from McAllister. Are you coming today?
Mm-hmm.
Are we more or less prepared to leave today, do you think?
Allneck. What's the name of the freehold again?
Home
Fires.
fires.
Home fires, yeah, nailed it. Thank
What
you.
was that, Kate?
Home fires.
Do you feel strong enough
Home
to
fires.
get us
I said
to
home
the
fires.
freehold
Nailed it.
home fires today?
Jesus, we could drive.
I can try.
No, but we can drive.
If you want more rest,
Damn
it's
it,
I
Sophia.
completely understand.
As long as I don't have to go.
You don't. Thank you.
I text back, yes.
Yes,
Glad
be
I
there
made
in
that
5 minutes.
page.
Love, Braum. Your most loyal knight who sometimes accuses you of treason.
That was one time, damn it.
Ah,
Jeez, it's gonna fall off the...
sure is.
And it's like, yeah, the cat's gonna push away.
Oh,
cat.
no, I am my own worst enemy.
I am my own.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Was that
I want you all to just be prepared. You are being granted a flicker flash effect, which means you get to decide where you're going. The caster doesn't decide, you do. Which is a fix. Because you used to be able to just flicker flash somebody to be like, okay, you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Oh, too bad. Oh, look, there's the moon. Oh, that's too bad. Now you can't do that anymore. Anyway, who are you taking with you?
Patches, Braum. I guess just the three of us.
I mean, technically, it's Braum who's going,
Yeah.
but
do you bring
Sophia.
I'm the one with the Wayfarer, guys.
who are you taking with
Chill
you?
out. I have my own too.
We're both taking Patches.
I'm trying to drop off a pin.
Oh, Patches is
that you
getting
He
it on in
accepts
the
the
guest
quote with
room.
great
Great.
Aplomb.
enthusiasm.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
That office is
Look.
very boring without you in it.
I know.
But Zeron seems to be taking good care of business.
Of course he is, because that's all he knows how to do. He doesn't know how to let his hair down.
Seems like we're off again.
I figured. Good luck.
Happy writing.
Who knows? Maybe I'll even get to a protagonist sooner or later.
Thought you said it was an autobiography or memoirs.
Yeah, I did.
Awkward.
So it's the three of you?
Yeah.
Lady Kyoko.
She has a red branch.
Okay, Lady Kyoko.
Do we want to bring Claude?
He is not. He is still on the out and out with Lord Mac. I don't know
Yeah,
how
but
good
maybe
I
we
feel
could
about
force them to be friends again.
that. I like the way you think. We're gonna ask Claude. Fuck you.
We can't have our allies bickering. What?
Vampire and a werewolf.
Wait. You mean to tell me that you want to bring me back to him right now? Why is it that you wish for him to be dead? Or for me to be dead?
No. Claude, I'm hoping that we can all set aside our differences in the name of something a little bit bigger. The aid that we need.
Do you know the expression, time heals all wounds?
I have heard this.
It hasn't been enough time.
I can't force you to go. Because Flicker Flash doesn't work that way anymore.
No, you can't. Look. I don't want him harm. But I also think that his face is very ugly, and I don't want to see it right now.
What did he say?
He's indisposed.
Is that true, Claude?
You were here? You're here?
She's curious. She's
Look, she
eavesdropping.
had really long ears,
Why did
right?
you ask me and then ask what the fuck is going on?
'Cause I'm curious.
Ma chérie, it would be inappropriate at this time for me to be in his sight.
What would be an appropriate time?
Not today.
When then?
When I gain the ability to see into the future, I will let you know.
What could be more appropriate than this moment? Everybody coming together.
Roll me your manipulation leadership.
Nice.
Ooh.
It's a good pool.
It's alright. It's alright.
Can't be that bad.
That's 3 successes.
Fine.
Oh. If he refuses to see you and things are getting bad, you can wait outside. How about that?
Very well.
Do you promise you won't attack him?
That's unfair. Because he might attack me.
Do you promise not to initiate a fight?
It's also unfair. Because we're Gwydion.
Claude?
Sometimes we're dicks to each other.
Claude?
That is true.
I'm not asking you to swear, I'm just asking you to promise.
What's the difference? My word is valuable one way or the other. I will do my best.
Thank you.
And that's what you get from me.
Good.
One of them fucks you off if you break it.
Anyone
That's
else?
the difference.
Lady Kyoko, Claude.
Breaking a promise to me is more dangerous than breaking
Lord,
a promise
Sir
to
Zeron's not
Germany.
coming.
It's true. I'll fucking kill you. Bye.
Everyone else is a little weird. Not weird, that's not what I mean, but like just probably not appropriate.
Are you putting your lessons on hold?
Be like a bazooka, but you point it the wrong way.
Yes.
All right.
You're not bringing Ramsey yet?
I just bring my whole entourage, and she's teaching me dream
This is a
walking.
doctor. This
She's
is
a
a-
doctor.
This is a wayfarer.
So you're bringing 2 other Red Branch Knights with you.
Yes.
All right.
That makes sense.
Do we have
Where
any
are
more?
you- Where are you going?
Sir Zeron can't come.
Because he won't see Kaylee.
The front door of Home Fires. That's what I'd like to say, unless someone wants to like apparate into the middle of like the MoMA.
Do you
or
want to
something.
apparate onto a New York street rather than in the lobby?
Is this the lobby?
Hello? That seems a bit rude, no?
Mm.
Gotta ask
Whatever.
for entrance or whatever.
Whatever Alnick thinks is the correct means of doing
Oh, it's our
this.
call, dude.
Oh, yeah, we get to go wherever the fuck we want. Well,
To the front steps?
Yes.
I would ask him where he thinks would be most logical. But sure, front steps.
Mhm.
All right. You are now just outside Home Fires. Again, it's a brownstone, New York City.
I would
All
have
right, what's this?
brought my passport and my rifle and some tools and some other things.
You're like laden down with stuff.
I've got a backpack.
Good to know.
I need my hand lotion and some granola bars and
It might get sunny.
5,000 condoms.
5,000?
Yeah, I
She-
might need to do an entire rock concert, a choir worth of microphone pack protecting.
Right, of course.
Cigarettes.
Braum, are you going to knock?
I thought we were checking the contents of batches. Yes. And I go to knock on the door. You were gonna say. Is there an answer? Is there a large bell, perhaps?
it's a doorbell.
I will ring it.
Bang, bang.
Just FYI, I'm gonna wait in an appropriate amount of time, and then I'm gonna try the door. We don't need to play out the silence.
Door's unlocked.
That's odd. Where's the steward?
It swings open.
Yes. I think it's just you. I don't.
Door's open.
Yep. We're gonna step in, the five of us.
Would you like to announce yourself?
Well, I'm just gonna see if there's anyone in the hallway. Perhaps they didn't hear us. And then
When you enter, there's no one. No one seated at the seated in the quiet area. There's no images being played currently on the windows that are outside, and the place feels a little cold.
I'd like to cast Oakenshield on our party.
Perception alertness to try to sense if someone's in the room. If there's a different pool I should use, let me know. Or someone if to sense if
Perception
anyone's in the
awareness
building.
is fine.
can I try to get a sense similarly whether whether there's been any cantrips cast on the room?
Yeah, you can perception kenning.
Great. 2.
Well, aside from the cantrip that's being cast right next to you,
Okay. Not really. Eh?
no, but there is still a glamour signature here. It's still a freehold.
Right. Okay. Okay, so that's good.
Everybody gets 1 extra bruised health level.
Yes, I have so many. Well, how many successes?
Sorry. Did I say 3?
You actually said 1, I think.
Oh, no, sorry. The opposite of that.
3?
You get 3.
That's
So I rolled 3
crazy.
successes. Yay!
Are they both real and chimerical? I think so.
Yes, they are both.
Right? Excellent. And how many successes did you roll on your thing, Kate?
1,
Okay.
which is basically what I've rolled all session.
Yeah. We need to go and see if Lord McAllister is still in his office. Perhaps someone should check the games room under the stairs. And someone come with me.
That's 3 places and 5 people. We shouldn't have anyone alone.
I agree.
Let's start with the stairs, because that's the bottom.
So we're gonna, head back to the lobby where there's the stairwell there. I'd like to take sort of position up on the stairs, kind of checking along the hallway, while everyone else, or whoever, goes and checks. There's that games room under there, that study that we all went to smoke in that one time and drink in.
Mm-hmm.
You open the door and there's no one there.
Next.
Clear? So I motion for people to follow me upstairs along the hallway.
Claude steps in front of Sophia.
Claude? Claude?
Yes.
Okay.
It isn't safe to be here.
I gathered that.
I thought he didn't come with us.
He did in the end.
Oh,
We
I
should
missed
go.
that.
We should all go.
No.
Why?
I need to be certain Lord McAllister is not injured.
Aren't we safest together?
Then you will stand behind me at all times. Kyoko unties her ears and then just starts tilting her head just back and forth slowly. Her nose twitching every once in a while. There hasn't been anybody here in a day.
And there's no one here now.
But you were receiving text messages.
From Lord McAllister.
From his phone number.
From his phone.
Call his phone.
I call his phone.
Ring. Ring.
It's gonna be like that scene in Jurassic Park.
Hello? Alan?
Alan.
Alan!
Want that tattoo so bad, guys.
Oh my god, yes.
Alan.
Hello?
Where are you?
I'm in my office.
I don't believe you are.
Why not?
If you are under duress, just speak the word yes.
Braum, what's going on?
I start to head down the hall while I continue to talk to him to his office.
Okay.
I'm going to follow Braum, assuming the others are
Yes.
staying where they are.
I'm hustling after Braum. I'm not going anywhere
Everyone's like,
without
"Oh,
you
fuck,
guys.
shit."
I want your lightning gun to protect me. I mean, I value our friendship.
If you are not under duress,
You're so
Lord
bad.
McAllister, then something terrible has happened to you.
Nothing's terrible's happened. Are you here?
Yes.
Good. Good. Finally. I've cleared the freehold for us.
Cleared the freehold.
Yes.
Why did it need to be cleared?
Because I'm bringing in somebody very important for you to talk to.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
You could have warned me, Lord McAllister.
You could have called to say that you were on your way.
You're right. All right, we'll be there in a moment. I hang up the phone. It would seem that the freehold was cleared for us.
What?
We may have a very special guest here.
This is his winter home?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go with that. Sounds
This
right.
is winter home or
Yeah,
summer
that's, I
home.
think
I
that's what
can't
I remember.
which
yeah,
it
I think
was.
winter.
Well, no sense in letting those extra health levels go to waste. Bang.
Oh,
bang,
fuck,
Bang,
ah.
bang.
We're not out of the woods yet, Liz. We head to his office.
Mm-hmm.
Is the door closed?
The door is closed.
I knock on it.
You knock on the door. Come in.
I open the door. You
We
son of
all
a
peek our
bitch, I'm
heads
so
like that.
suspicious.
You open the door. You have your gun out. Straight up. You open the door, and standing just inside is Lord McAllister. He's standing there, and he has this look in his eyes that's very, very, very far away. He's holding his phone in his right hand. Just here.
Oh, shit nuts.
Oh, you're here. That's good. You can take a seat in the chairs if you like.
What happened to you?
Oh, you're here. That's good. You can take a seat in the chairs if you like.
I move up to him and see if he just like registers my presence. And I
Can
go
you
to
disenchant?
Maybe.
I go to knock the phone out of his hand.
Falls, and a gorgeous Samsung
Oh
note
no!
just
Oh everyone get out of here! Oh no, wait, wasn't the note the exploding one?
Point of banality.
Everyone get out of here!
one of them was.
Banality trigger.
No, it's not that beautiful, is it?
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. I get to roll it.
You can take a seat if you like. You can take a seat if you like. You can take a seat if you like.
I grab him
Could
by the
faerie
collar and
ring?
shake him.
This is
His
a trap.
horns just like clunk
Whoa.
against yours briefly.
Ow.
He's just like standing and he loose, completely loose.
John, in this instance, could fairy ring help him? Anyone inside is protected from hostile magic.
Not if the hostile magic is already applied.
Fuck.
Could prevent them from being hostile magic again.
Or if they're currently being like fed responses from outside, they
Yeah.
couldn't get new responses or something.
Yeah.
A quick glance around the room as well, John. Like, is there someone like on the side that we haven't seen?
No, the
Okay.
fire's roaring
Someone standing
nicely.
there?
You can take a seat if you like.
No.
The High King's on his way.
I wonder if he is.
The High King is on his way.
Something terrible has happened to you, Lord McAllister.
The High King is on his way.
This place isn't going to be safe for very much longer, if it is at all at the moment.
We have to get him out of here.
I'm
We
inclined
do.
I'm inclined to agree with Patches. We need to get out right now.
Would it be possible for me to, like, physically manhandle?
Sure.
How big? Like, he's large.
He's
quite
a
large.
satyr. He's big, but he's
Oh,
not as
yeah.
big
Oh,
as you
he's-
are.
okay. Right.
Yeah. You're a troll. You got like bucket loads of strength.
I-
You're good.
Thought the
So
horns
when
for a
you
second
when
he's
you
a satyr,
reach
yeah.
out and grab a hold of him, he's lumpy.
Lumpy,
Lumpy.
like on his hands. What do you mean?
On his
Like on his
body?
body?
under his clothing, he's lumpy.
Oh.
That's super concerning. So I'm gonna like stop.
Lift up
Okay.
his shirt.
What happened to him? Come and have a look at
What
this.
what is this?
Yeah, I want to open his shirt.
Are you
yeah.
like, take a look, it's in a book.
Reading bomb shirt.
Oh my god, bomb shirt. We're gonna, like, I'm gonna slowly kind of pat, maybe use under his shirt, right, not his jacket. Have a look at
When
this.
you open it up, he's got a jacket underneath, and he's got a little screen here. And there's wires coming out of it, and over here, there's just a tiny little antenna that you can recognize. It's a proximity sensor.
Oh no.
We've been had. We don't know what else they've got on him. What else they've got rigged in this room. We need to get out when it's not safe. It's possible that his leaving will trigger something.
Can you defuse this, Patches?
I
No.
don't think that's a very good idea.
I'm not bomb squad.
And then
Who dat?
a veiled eyes cantrip ends,
Oh, shit. Nice. Damn it.
and a man wearing a white mask and glorious raiment otherwise steps forward.
Fucking party.
The High King is on his way here. You can send us all to hell together.
Dead men can't kill people.
He's wearing an identical jacket.
Dead men don't wear vests.
If my heart stops beating, I guess the rest of yours will.
Who are you?
You don't recognize the King of Willows?
I don't recognize people in a mask.
I don't recognize dead people.
I killed you.
3 different responses, each valid in their own way.
It's true.
Oh, Braum. Your brain is so addled that you don't know what you're doing to one second to the next. Maybe this is all a dream in your head right now.
It's not. You tried to destroy my mind, and you failed. I broke free, and here we are.
No. You think a bullet can stop a force like me? What does it matter?
Switch.
What are you doing?
Flicking the switch on my rifle.
The switch to what?
The news setting.
The tracking one, yeah?
Yes.
Whatever it is.
I'm just trying to find the page where I drew boxes around it. I'm sure.
What does it matter whether it's some pointy-eared, feckless idiot wearing this mask or me? Life goes on. My house follows me. A name is more important than a person. Wouldn't you agree?
Not if the person has not proven themselves as a leader.
Don't worry. We're just here to have a nice conversation with the High King when he arrives. I was hoping to get Braum. I didn't realize that I'd get his friends.
How lucky for you.
We're here to have a conversation, and that's all. Afterwards, you'll be free to go. So will I, and, well, we'll see about Mac.
What kind of conversation are you looking to have?
The High King has reached the end of his usefulness. He's going to need to take a very long sabbatical. It would be easier if he just walks away from all of this, designates his successor.
You.
I have no desire to be High King. Ugh. It's too cold up here. Put that away before you embarrass somebody. I won't ask you twice.
Are you gonna kill yourself so that we blow up?
The name will go to someone else.
It's funny, I was just saying to everyone that High King David indeed seems a little lost, but that he's just about to find himself back on the right track. It's funny how we have a different opinion on the subject.
You're absolutely right. Of course you're right. It wouldn't be fair otherwise.
It wouldn't be fair. What do you mean?
Give the rifle to me. Now.
I would like to use Trick of the Light for when I fire the dart for him to think that it was like a failed shot. Or if you think that that should be dream logic. No, that's...
No, I think that's true.
So
Yeah.
you're using chicanery?
Yeah, chicanery.
Yeah, to make a
Yeah,
real
just
bullet look like a...
Well, a little dart seem like, you know, a fizzle and a fail.
Fizzle and a fail was my nickname in high school.
Okay.
So that would be...
It sure does, Lemon Eater. It sure does.
Plus.
So it doesn't hold up to
Faye?
prolonged scrutiny. So if he then checks to see if he's got a dart in him, he'll see it. Just so
Yes,
you know.
prolonged scrutiny.
Yeah.
If he's just like, oh, that failed,
Okay, roll.
I'm hoping.
He does, yeah,
and
he
I'm
does
spending
seem...
a willpower, and is it weird? Probably. Knowing me and my cantrip choices.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Chimerical.
Hey! Yes! Whoa.
We are in a freehold,
Mm-hmm.
so I believe
Your difficulty is 5.
either way. I get 2 successes because I spent a willpower. It either does or it doesn't. So
And he looks, instead of acknowledging that he's been hit, he looks behind him and then looks back. And his lip twitches, and then he says,
Damn
fine. He
then I
outstretches his hand.
then I like flick the switch again, and I just like
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let me just check here. You are definitely not higher status.
No offense.
She is to us.
Um,
Also,
so
who's the dude in the mask?
I'm
If
willing
it's not
to
really Melge, then maybe she is higher status.
hand it over to him if that's what he's trying to make me do.
If the title
You
passes
feel
on, he's a
absolutely compelled, but you can spend a point of willpower to delay and to continue to act on your own volition, but eventually you'll have to.
He wants the gun though. He wants me to
He's
hand it
using
over.
dictum on you.
Cool.
The command is, give me your rifle.
Great. So I was saying I flick the switch back. If I have to spend the willpower to do that before I hand
No,
it to
you
him.
can just
Okay,
do
great.
that in the same
So it's in
motion.
standard
It's
5.
just you
Fire.
can't be like, okay, I'll give you the rifle. Kill, 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 kill,
Yeah.
kill, kill. Here's the rifle.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
No.
it's reasonable to assume
Be
that you
amazing,
would
though.
safety the weapon before handing it
Yeah.
over.
Exactly.
I find it interesting that
Captain
you...
Daff is correct. She can't be higher status
No.
than anybody. He takes
I
the
could be
rifle,
higher.
Never mind.
a flex design. Fascinating.
No. Don't fucking do it!
Crack,
Don't
and
do it!
just with immense strength, he just splits the weapon in 2
Ah!
and then drops it
I will fucking kill you.
on the ground on either side.
That's like, that's fucking shitty.
What are you rolling?
Banality trigger.
Destroy a beautifully crafted item.
For sure. That's an antithesis right there.
No.
Shall we sit? And he goes over and he sits down and he picks up a bottle of Perrier and just sips from it and puts it down.
Do you like a good berry?
Patches, what do you do? Your gun pieces are on either side of the floor. He's abandoned them. To be
I'm
fair,
not going to sit.
I would like you to roll your perception crafts, please.
Three successes.
He would need at least strength 7 in order to accomplish what he just did. And the weapon isn't beyond repair, but you need a forge and a significant amount of time to repair it. So you can't just pick it up and be like, yeah, baby.
Can I roll to get a sense of whether this is a chimerical effect and not... Like, it's a chimerical weapon, I know, but like that this might be an illusion. Is that possible?
That he broke the gun?
Yeah.
Yes, perception kenning will do so.
It
Yeah, because once I see the strength 7, I would like to do that.
it
so,
doesn't seem... I mean, it's
Yep.
super possible, but like... I got 3 successes.
There's chicanery everywhere in this room.
Well,
It's hard for you to tell which one
Okay.
where,
Success.
when it's coming from.
okay.
Okay,
One success.
something's weird, but it might not be the weapon.
Why is it that you get to decide when High King David is no longer suitable to be a ruler? Why does that decision fall to you?
Because I'm willing to make it. Don't tell me that the thought hasn't crossed your mind.
It hasn't.
Then you're an idiot.
I would sooner go to my king and help him be the best ruler he could be.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Any other way is a coward's choice.
Coward? Are you trying to get a rise out of me?
Is it working?
Harpists don't scare me.
Thought we were just having a friendly conversation.
You're not even sitting down. I should point out, by the way, that with his mask on, he has appearance 7.
How is that a thing?
What a hot mask.
How is that a thing?
It's the magic of the mask.
Is this like the
Is this
mask
like
with
Phantom
Jim
of the
Carrey?
Opera?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Phantom.
Okay.
But like the movie version, so he's not all like fucked up already. Like on the other side, he looks perfect here.
He just
but the
looks better
mask
now.
gives the illusion that he's appearance 5. You know he's wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
You know that mask is the source of his appearance. He still looks that odd.
I'd like to sit on top of the desk, cross-legged.
Okay. Patches.
I'm just staring at my broken gun at the moment.
I'm going to guide Lord McAllister to a seat,
Sure.
if there are enough seats.
Claude takes a few steps in.
I am curious, though, if you have no desire of being High King yourself, but you're the one who has decided the current High King is no longer suitable, you must have an idea of who would take his place.
I have my preferences, yes.
Who?
Well, Fairlith, of course, as the king's consort, would be the correct choice. Lenore's an adopted daughter, and she's hardly fit to rule yet. Mab is on her way out, and your Mab just kind of...
Cute.
And Morwen will be devastated and hardly fit at that point. Fairlith is the only choice, and she's Elened, just so you know.
Was that John, or was that...
Yeah, that's John
Mel saying
saying
that?
Okay.
like,
Yeah, that was pretty sassy.
Thanks,
Sorry,
Aaron.
this is
Oh,
an
out of
old
character,
LARP
yeah.
oh,
out of character.
I thought you were brushing
Yeah.
up your shoulder.
And then you hear
Oh, boy.
footsteps approaching.
Kingly?
I'm alone. I am alone, just as you asked. Oh, good. The High King's here.
I would like.
And I think
Oh,
we'll end the session there.
to cast.
smoke bomb.
I would like to cast...
Oh,
You might want
Fire.
to write down what you were
that's
just
a
about
really,
to do.
Yeah,
that's a
I'm
really good
getting
idea
at
right
a-
now. I was hoping for a smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb.
And then we just all go out the
Ooh,
window.
I know what I want to cast, too.
I mean, I know what I would like to ask Sophia to cast, but I can't figure out a way to politely say that. Thank you, Lemonator.
Yay,
Earl,
Lemonator.
I agree.
So we're gonna
I have
keep-
an idea for the drink trigger.
Kate,
Those Oakenfield
Yeah.
levels.
I want you to circle the 2 levels of banality that you gained.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
all. It was 2?
Yeah, I also did for the broken phone.
Yeah, just circle them, please.
Because
Hashtag
all of
John
this
is the
was a
perfect ST
fucking
bastard.
dream.
Yeah.
Vroom, 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 vroom. Ramsey is like, well, you said you weren't down for training. So I brought the training to you.
Whoa.
So-
Olnick fucked us or
We're about to meet the High King, maybe.
on TV.
In consultation with the King of Willows, maybe. With the head of the Red Branch, perhaps.
Mm.
And you're missing one. I have no idea where Kyoko is, do you?
She was with us, then she wasn't.
Let's see if we can figure out what your drinks are. You have 2 up on that one. And what you've learned. Questions from you, the chat, as we are coming up upon the marathon in 2 weeks. All of that on my fancy corner in just a moment.
Well, it seemed to happen whenever a cantrip was being rolled, but I know more cantrips were rolled
Never.
than...
2 of us rolled at the same time.
Oh!
You and Scott rolled, and he got 2 successes. I didn't hear until later that you did. But when Scott and I both rolled at the same time,
Oh.
There was a drink.
those are
Down.
the 2 times that drinks came up. Now,
That
if it was
seems right.
about some other roll result and I missed that,
No, I think that seems. I like
So
that idea.
while we're getting the play of the game suggestions in, that's from the chat. That's up to you. Send those
The
in.
chat.
Scott,
Audience
what did
interaction.
what did you learn today?
I learned that I love our chat for being so generous and wonderful. More specifically about the game.
Yes.
Shut up, Scott. Here we go. I guess I learned that Braum is like more open to alliance. Like, I think he's less hot-headed than I kind of thought he would be as a wilder. He's more willing to listen to people and be like, okay, let's hear it out before I cut your head off, or whatever.
Liz.
Well, Sophia is learning to use people's emotions for her own gain.
Kate.
Yikes.
Patches is through hearing everything that's being talked about around her with all the political dealings, she's starting to piece together what she thinks is how long and slow of burn all this plotting has been. She's starting to think that making the Red Branch much weaker as of over a decade ago is all a long, slow path to taking down High King David.
Good grief.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ugh, political slow burns, am I right?
Political slow burns. All right. Well,
Is that like a political
that is
slow
a very
dance?
that is a very interesting theory.
Nice.
We'll see
Also-
if it holds any weight.
Sophia is absolutely turning into Val. And,
What?
For sure.
yeah.
Oh, I love the way that you guys are twisting around on that. Your play of the game vote starts now. Sophia goes all in on all neck. Whoops, that's the wrong one.
Well,
Sophia goes all in on all neck. Patches looses, then loses her rifle.
Nice.
Braum manages to stay alive despite himself. That is exclamation mark
Thanks,
vote
guys.
0, 1, or 2. Please vote now. Experience hangs in the balance. In the meantime, drink counter.
I think when 2 players rolled at the same time.
When two players roll simultaneously.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yay!
Well, not even a
Ta-da.
technicality or a stretch or close enough. Yay.
Yay.
Huzzah.
Close enough. No, that's good. I like it.
Oh, there you go. Aren't you lucky?
We are pretty lucky. That's great. Well, 2 or more.
Yeah, there's a
Fuck,
certain
you're
amount of leeway we need to be able to have.
That's
right?
fair. That's fair. I don't know, man. This almost seems like a place where we could pick up a marathon session, but there's
There's a
one
whole other
whole
week in
session
between.
before that, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean that the marathon's in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Depends in
Oh my
2
goodness.
weeks.
Hey,
Which
Zeus.
is why, folks,
Oh yeah.
really
reminder.
seriously today, like right now after the session, if you've got thoughts on NPCs at a specific time or a specific place or both that you would like to see in the repository of secrets, please tweet at me or post it in our forums, because tomorrow I'm going to be sending out the backer kit to our donors, which means that non-donor submissions will close as of Monday for that. So get your suggestions in now.
Yeah, just as a reminder, right? Like, because on the,
Yeah.
I mean, just to clarify,
Yeah.
I guess, right? On the marathon stream, one of the things that we're going to be doing is opening up the repository of secrets. So if there's NPCs or PCs,
Yeah. Well, no, the PCs are
PCs
going to
are
be
gonna be there.
available. They're given.
specific NPCs that you would like to question.
Because there are only so much time that we have.
Yeah.
So the donors get to pick their favorites out
We
of
can't talk to friggin' what's her name for like half an hour. What is her name?
Totes.
No. Although, yes, never mind what I was going to say. Totes.
Clem?
Yeah, it was Clem.
It's like,
Well,
This is- Oh.
This is
Oh. 3-way tie.
this is a rare occurrence. But yeah,
No.
play of the game is a 3
Holy shit.
tie.
What? So what happens?
It's because Aragorn got her vote in. I was like, it's because Aragorn was lying down. But no. Do we all get XP?
Guess we all did some pretty intense things this session.
Guess so. I want to give John a bonus XP.
Excuse me. Yeah, what? Yeah. Do you get XP for that?
I want to give him a bonus XP.
I don't know what that means.
5,000 condoms at a rock concert, I think is what that means.
Wow, no,
To
I just
protect
meant,
all the mic packs.
Yeah, but
We're already
I
shouting that we're
meant
gonna- yeah.
like the throwdown on the masked man.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all of you, which means
What
that
a-
all of you get the points, which means that you get 5 points today.
That's a lot of
Total.
experience.
Yeah, that's a lot of experience.
Yeah.
I'll be spending that experience.
You better,
Did
otherwise
they
Aragorn may
spend-
not recover.
Better spend.
Yeah, seriously.
Better spend.
But presumably if we buy anything, we won't have access to it right away. Depending. I guess depending. We'll talk about it.
Except
Jesus, Aragorn. Except what? Except what?
thing.
The Oneiromancer that she's been working towards. That, yeah.
This makes everyone better buy something next week.
But that might mean
Aragorn, I
we
thought you
don't
were
buy
on the
anything before
couch.
the marathon.
She's about to be on the couch.
She can be on her
She
phone.
can be on her phone.
Laptop or a tablet.
I'm just imagining Aragorn like...
Folks, we're 2 weeks away from Marathon, which means that we are needing to accelerate into the moments that you may not have been waiting for, but that inevitably must happen. Please do not forget to get your suggestions in. We need them within 24 hours. We'll try to remind you on Twitter, but if they don't come in, you may not get your voice heard, and that would be a shame, because it's not like we do these marathons every week. But what we do every week is stream. Scott?
It's true. Tomorrow, join me once again for something that I used to do on my channel called Method Madness. Woo! Method Mondays. What the hell is it called?
Method Monday Madness.
William Stryker's returning for another film noir detective story. And I won't say much more than that, other than it's going to be stupid.
So exciting.
I didn't stream last Wednesday. Seems like things get harder and harder to do these days. We'll see if I manage to get a stream on Wednesday evening at my normal time. If not, I'll be streaming something at some point during the week. Don't worry. Thursday?
Thursday evening, I will be continuing Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, getting close to the ending. And throughout the week, there may be some more Not Tonight, because it has to be played and it has to be seen.
The game is actually called Not Tonight. She doesn't
Yes.
mean I'm not streaming tonight.
I was like, that seems like really
tonight.
late
Sorry,
to be
a
streaming.
game called
yeah.
Not Tonight.
Friday.
Friday is Punchy, Assassin's Creed Origins, Stabadry. And
Must be getting close to the
Saturday,
end.
are you free?
Should be.
We should be starting Primordia.
Ooh,
Story
I can't
Saturdays.
wait.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't wait.
Sunday.
Last session before the marathon. Things are already starting to heat up, guys.
It's going to be 3 hours of us going grrr, grrr.
You want to watch the marathon?
That smarmy bastard's
Catch up.
just been lurking there this whole
You don't have
time.
time to watch it all. Scott's been writing excellent episode synopses.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that Shiny Mewy has been putting up podcasts, which means audio-only versions if you want to listen to it while you're driving or traveling
doing
and don't want to be
500
watching
shups.
things. Yeah, doing 500 push-ups.
I might do
Marathon
that,
in
actually.
2 weeks.
a good
Get
idea.
those responses in. I shan't remind you again tonight.
But tomorrow morning for sure.
Tomorrow
check
I
Twitter.
definitely will.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for the bits, for your donations. Look at that thing. We managed to make it to the marathon and beyond. If we can get a hold of another 150 or so, you guys are going to get some extra podcasts. That's another, 4 hours of content, right? That's pretty sweet.
You
But
thought
it's
you were
edited
sick of us
content,
before.
cool content. But that's up to you. We'll see. I mean, look, we got to our goal.
Yeah.
Everything else is gravy. But damn, that gravy's good. Thank you again to On Her Sick and Dead Bed Aragorn, and of course, Captain Daff with the recaps and with the assists on there. Thanks again to all of you,
And to you.
And to you.
Older today, little wiser. Up and to the right, folks. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Don't do what Braum did.
Do the
Ever.
You can't